Brand the car no bad.
Bread wachina kunyao inshiraka neat etiefo nyina ozioma adakabri oribo baby
the car no bad.
Yesi okwan tware asuo ena suo tware okwan panyin ni hwan a yebo okwan betu asuo ozioma adakabri frimpong manso wachina kunya baby
Yamama atnasio na yamama ha Jeffrey Neat 100.9 FM so and it's a year back my now swing. Adakabri Mamudu menemi wa pass majale osai ajumai. Yes GBK way. Yeah mama atnasio ya mama ha munguso and then mune
na weekend one more coin.
GBK for. Hey! Majale
Over.
Broadway. Baby, I'm dear bedroom you.
Obiana nebre. We are saying the Obiana nebre.
Obiana nebre. GBK way.
Obiana nebre.
Na baku a Trinity baby and was na ko won kan antum. Ai. O Trinity.
Ano okopio.
Na ko was na ko won kan antum. GBK way.
Hey, Samo. You.
Just
Omo ya bien kasa.
Omo ya bien.
Yeah.
Omo ya bien GBK for no. Omo ya bien pa. Na omo ya tactical.
Okay.
So hono. Omo ya tactical. But you see I don't say buabo omo.
Sa.
Oh, say dey buabo omo.
Hey, over. Ofa pe ba ko na arrange appointment ni ne nkohia.
Ya ne nkohia.
Enya ba ko pe kra ni ni.
Ba ko pe.
Pe kra media me pe no ye GBK first K no.
First K no song. David first K ni search here.
Amafoka.
Na jenu mo ye brantefo.
O da jenu no ye.
First jenu ye brantefo.
First jenu de ani mu ye.
We ye brantefo.
On do showman. O showman no ni kebab kra o di weekend na o kebab ye toto keke o di weekend.
Na de woni nkrama na esu asa.
Yeah, o de o edu weekend ko jade. Kebab keka o menya akwaku bi kebab keke o de o to o so azu wi kebab. O to kebab 5 sticks doesn't mean kebab. Bala be so ko bi weekend kebab. Keke wenya akwaku keke. Obi ntutu ni kebab man.
Keke.
O twam wo na ti a wo no so wanti wusie no twam na wo.
Wa wo ti say wusie ni. GBK way.
First jeni de ye. Muye.
So no. Na first case search here ding.
Because on the ground okay.
And first B and a B no so was swag. But don't na the
3,500 pounds. Somebody can Ghana cedi so.
Pounds
3,500 pounds. Into the gogo perfume. Baba can say perfume. Gogo perfume. The price no range between 3,000 3,500.
Second B no so no levels no. Second B ni levels no. Oni nkwada ni akro. Second B no den our levels pa. So no. And na aye first second K no. Ono wa ye no ho say sofo no wa ye. Just K fo ni mienu nyina so fa.
K fo ni mienu ne de. Okay, second K ni de minim no. Na first K no. Obi say so because go I
K fo ni mienu ka minim de oso.
First K
no. GBK way. Just omo fere hwe so.
Na ofera de akwan.
Town.
Obesi de no ofera de.
Town.
Ebe no oba no oba o.
Oba no oba.
Ebuo bi no de be ma na fere
so fa wo mo. Abrantie bi e fe ne Selom brantie. What in the
Selom there.
Selom brantie.
Okay.
Yeah na ojina brane. But otane Franklin Kujo no mo hwebom.
Oh, okay.
So, and Selom brantie no. It's written a piece.
Oh, okay.
I wish I could read the piece in its entirety to you.
Oh, all right.
So, what should be papa? Said the GBK fui. Womo a book asumesi kacho.
Oh, sir.
Womo bu asumesi kacho.
I just say 100 bibiaje ekoho.
Bibiaje ekoho. Adenye na me kan say wo bia kwa che say ni sika bia kam na
ya afi
yankwa sere so ma no ne yesi adeje
say
with $15 million to once no say dey do ye no so osi akira kwa kobu osi akire no ko ba bia okay ya no say just any pass mercy o onu so na tu ni na atoto a
wa ka na ato so na ohwe no say be ya be ko
engrofu we
the rulers
Panama Papers Eda wo mu be free so na e be hunu ye tentene sika kese asoso mu
the rulers
GBK way David padaro ma na ho te sen
they are the rulers now we are the offer you go so weekend na year ko kama there
aye ne ye de na akokama papa ani say che say bibi ekoko tware me
sir
eti say operations mi gina musa operations mi gina musa there be moya emoya ba bibia ko kama bibia ko kama bibia ko kama
na me bi count ya no send a message say matuto mo akwa ko piem o say hono krambo central region hono ba bi amoko ye no akwa ko tuto mo ho ye say na me so fine emoye iti wafa normal de weekend dey said the normal ye na mom wafa ma minka we yesre say ya kwan na eye kota na ntokuro aba bede da so no yesre ediewu ozo wafa se kwan na nya de na enye
sisi a tse majeri
wafa
efia no me fria just about quarter to midnight congestion on the crack mass after midnight
yeah that's why you busy sir
no,
are you busy
in fact you was somebody po
yeah
which is me too frequent kuma secret just before midnight na congestion sir cause you so just before midnight when you say me do 20 minutes past 5
wow hey and that's how you go
quarter to midnight me do just 20 minutes past 5
sana ya kwan no so aye over sana ya kwan no so aye
the next
sana ya kwan no so aye
over 5.5 hours
5.5 hours of which say kwan we nya sana sanka utwa no nya sana sanka utwa no
and it just say oh Charlie tie be na den
eden over in fact ya kwan no so dear akwan na em say nya sika na yetumi bo no even
esaso sama say struggling to say overtake no
eden overtake ehu crown so because we nim de wo wanim eti ba bia wo ko overtake afa no crown no so na ehu pa wofa
me boss ne ba ko enti ya na me friend say nse hunu be na di
udu akwan so
no overtake ehu to boss ne di o machi
because
otwanu be
enye je otobo
just trucks no saso
sa na ya no trucks yi eno so saso anya asem keto
and Toyota is so there what the hazard and the Toyota in fact say nyame do fasa akwan no so ko ba
na asedan kuto na so de because ya kwan so there especially Accra Kumasi kwan ofaji ewie bi a na dual carriage na yemu sanka two ba na ke ya
ahomete ahomache no ade be chi me di ono susu free Kumasi so ba so a ono truck bi so cross na nim say cross na nim ono avoid the truck no and just so the bus no ko hye nwuram ti nyame adon
obi empra me hu
truck no so anyina o
wa anyina no ko ye because bus no ko gura ewuram me ko to so me hu pa me ko to ya
say ko straight but double truck no enti wo nyina nam dual carriage no na say na truck no o de o enti wo ko mfimfin ho no central reservation no suddenly no buy no cross bus eti bus no be kwa ko bomu na bus no di ko truck na anyina and another bus wo di ba ko no akohye nwuram na chi no e chase truck no ansan
one born the careless akofa problem
ansan no
wafa ya kwan so no die
some police foi highway patrol for akwache truck driver ya de no koko shame so na fi ayedwa ato me pa achew why ya de kura
say obi ada padà so nkwa nyankopon kura na ya adom say dia wo ko obi empra so ntina no na ga itimi na me say me shame na me hu say your brand na me say Where the
Evans one. And the Jordan, but driver ni yadi papa no de ko share.
The call baby a question no so say.
So because some go straight no deep truck no film a e die na be see. E ba ko so to aso wo ko boko ono so no oduru bupe na no so obi aka anantwie mako 13 ahomachi no de across kwan and so the boss he born antwie mako 13 ba boss no was stable ejina ba bi ejina amani nyina say inshallah bawa nyankopon hia just driver na very experienced driver nantwie mako 13
na mahu ni wura de
omu nyina adwane afiri say esibe say 2 am 2 am na
ayasemo
ti bawa oso ohunu so omfamfa nifa na omfamfa nifa bokum etinache so emu na ode enu nantwie no mu nantwie 13 nyina wu na fulani ni so adwane afiri
wadwane
wa eti ade ye penipa twetwa
nantwie no ayasemo
just adaba for bro
omo adaba for bre papa
ma say we did nantwie 13 across
highway
at 2 am
nantwie 13 na Ghana crowd dey say but say akobi na dey Kumasi airport crowd nantwie a plane landing na nantwie twam e tarmac so Kumasi airport na plane landing
ana aboto landing
me say Ghana crowd ya kobi me say wafa
yes we landing
nantwie yi plane you so na landing ya say nantwie twam tarmac so yak me ka omo nim agese baza aja un kan kese o ko kan kese ya ko fa sama bro
just why you be
we're releasing ne
I just say antitrust abedi na ntwe na mu
abedi na twam water mark you say baba Kumasi airport eti da ba sa bro nya no so wo mu didi because na ye penantwe wura be fa na ntwe ko afese beye into we say so wo be ba na wa bara ba be fa
and was percentage I mean say na say ya na bupe ne si ye no na je say si wo bupe into was so san ba na chi besne ko da mango no akoye report because ho ye savannah and san no free da mango ye san ko tamale ya tembe driver for huna mani
omo bread driver
na je say fulani ni na dwane ape ba bia
na de say wotimu a soronko na say wuti steering wheels na chi a eno so ye soronko nti ya kwan no so de wo fa yesre pa se wo mpanyefo nhwe na ya kwan no mo ye bibi mfa ho
ma yanko phone so na se ewiase so ote ho na wo fa asefo a o manam bi ombetu obi a no se eya namon pa na ma wo so akoma ye den atwanim na ye free ye nyina ye tutu mu free dwoso na wo hene kan se me ho na so na eye adwusuni abrante oda ho adu aprochire ene se ye de ne bebedi MP wati anim ama enei waye de oye deputy finance minister eye ne wafa nimpon ene di akonwa wadu aprochire eye nana susubribi buache dankwa eti owura jonkuma ade a wabeye party officer wo sie normal wo ye no dwoso na me wo fast no me kan say watemanim e die na me ni nkomo kakra honorable member for dwoso yamo ha
of ADAKABRI dwoso
we watemanim wonya hwe kura party office keka wo ye no kura no chese wawie bibia we ye
dwoso fo nyina so tia
ai sa no se ye no prefabra na ene ne sen anu budget ya ye wie budget nchiremu aba fe de ye se ye kwa for approval parliament obeka say drama edie pa na se ekoso ye wo sika ye de bedidie ana se de si parliament ntie ni sika de bedidie
yo free sabria copim December ending there ye wo de bedidie na eno free record ya if you write January mo kwa o mind sika sem nyina besisi enti enye asem ketwa ene da enim no onyame adom ye guso kakra meka actual oni wetifo nyina ne said the budget has not been rejected. It's say constitution and standing orders of parliament near clear the ansana you take a decision in parliament no or say half of the MPs present, a majority of them voting for or against. We share the if you are clearly in any honor minority group normally 137, and at least half of 275 no amount to 138. And clearly no one to me take a decision so my rejected budget. And Yami Adoma Wachna Parliament will reconvene. You will say all the majority side and the minority side will be there. I believe say by close of day tomorrow no Ghana for the TSM the 2022 budget no afedi adia to mu asumdwe
dear a course of parliament numbers here working not just constitutional provision article 104 a clearer but then so what prayer at this dear our finance ministry ede eba ya a cocoa bass majority esan requested for a division after the voice vote na division no actually say finance minister so no just a free plenary and now free chamber ho na eno ho ntansan koba say ya boycott no so wotie dwato na finance ministry ne dey ba no a could we have used sober language to ensure say at least omani ye yomunti no and the whole house ebe tie dwato na finance minister no what dey banana
clearly and only idea me who dream from that day till now. Share from December 7th about Ghana for 2 years. The swearing in ceremony near my see. And maybe the 137. A child clearly said Ghana for paying Kambomo Jumedi or Parliament. So, into Penisi better late than never. Finance Minister the Numasma Betuja. And opposition minority for much market must see levy on your bibi home, must see tidal wave on your bibi home, fees and charges on your bibi home, a Japan deal paragraph 1 tron for floor. There's a fees one, something, and also on your bibi home, or see you debating in a fina end, and to the market so my taking me knows. But can I have opportunity to engage the leadership on both sides? Incorporating the concerns that both sides have raised. Because it's too late to engage. Surprisingly, in fact, you were a speaker Suban done this done there. The cancer me home dream ya na meboa. But you say right after say also a rejected budget no the notice about say there will train one for clean na ADAKABRI akohwe no ho yare. See, I should say that was the basis in here. He was not in any way ready for even 1 hour adjournment. So, and also the coffee win by because all Article 111 of the Constitution, clear say President, ministers, and deputy ministers, they are entitled to participate in proceedings of Parliament. As I can say, they are entitled to all privileges as members of Parliament. And it's a new panel of Parliament privilege would demand about to pen on to be. But say debate not me debate to be, or not meet them be. About to open here to want me to be. But what now divisions not requires a young clear the lobby. Minister be know how about personal lobby. Who a minister and a vice president now, but you sit in plenary. They said that the MPs next in one hour would say, but your seat is in front. Standing on the Smithy and Claire lobby. Why do you order the minister out from the plenary? And not just that, Wasan also said the Marshal of Parliament should leave him out. Of a certain say you are illegality in the Parliament. It is the highest form of violence you can unleash in any parliamentary weapons.
It means honorable member, Assembly Ayimino, a finance ministry, more prepare budget. Budget no, a home Casatentine buy, no. That will share the position of the finance ministry. Now, that of conciliation in the interest of the state. And now there's another story, and so ɛwɔ parliament nti yɛpɛ sɛ yɛhwɛ sɛ abra na finance ministry sound conciliatory no at least no ke betimi anya similar gestures to so house no mana yɛnhwɛ what must have happened that public knowledge time a speaker ebebetena ase no eba sɛ na minority any edem ho ɛna a majority ni dem ho ɛna minority pointed out say na then na majority for yi any ɛna speaker say omo ma me indication say omo hwehwɛ 30 minutes na omo de aye caucus meeting bi kakra me de minim so omo awie mpo enti na me baaye ɛna yɛ sɛ de omo mai afe eba asanki ye be twin speaker abo so ɛna o say me de me pay as speaker ma journey the house for a further 30 minutes say majority bit me awie de omo pese omo eye nti wosan koye na je ade speaker and ono ade ni dinimu e de age 30 minutes na je ostensibly de majority betimi aye bia no omo hwe no nya bi kura keka se na de twen eye members ni bi fra brochira beduro we are unable to independently verify and confirm that but speaker age 30 minutes no nti speaker age 30 minutes no eto no in fact it was 2 hours 35 minutes and sa and a majority for no a chance yes a bad them a chance yes a bad them a face speaker a by speaker by majority kasabe say 45 minutes a moon sensem a man sana ye babe ye voice count voice count you know a koba say no way do at kokase yanye huntum a mon sheshe ye wa parliament say mutimi free for division so no kwame na afenyo markings and a cofre division no na division is it true say a basa no all aliens including ministers was say wo free chamber ho plenary ho ana in such instances no chinyijia kakra abaye and akwakoba say majority asan free chamber ho na me ka say na finance ministry so de dwato no omasom conciliatory ninti no omukura my indication behind the scenes sanka leadership of minority no emien kodem na ade krona mo hwehwe no yenyina no by consensus yen agree na yentimi mra ne ye de pese ye omukura fa bi so da bi mamon kodem mo kodem na che de bribe be mamon ni nyina na che Ghana na ye twen abo so no ko see say after the majority so the free dem won ko ye say asie di nkete ya amana so dem free esoro ho no mo ne ade after speakers me 5 minutes 5 minutes, in fact, it was 12 minutes later. And Obaya, the CA. So, Kwambenso and the whole house could have accommodated the conciliatory gestures of the finance ministry by not being belligerent. What do you know what I'm saying?
Well, and some of the other half of the picture. But I don't know if I can take you from the beginning. It didn't kind of. Majority side, your caucus meeting on 8:30. And yes, na speaker say, or pursue share the leadership on both sides. So only Bobe 10 and 11 and Sana Ojao. Now, Sabre majority for him. We were on the 7th floor, waiting for our caucus meeting and waiting for our leaders. So. And for speaker to say no where say majority side for Nisha no. I
said now onim some wie into no bar chamber no.
No, but he just let them. But I say we down more and it was less than 20 minutes. I don't know what or say or can say a meet. So and that in the first place no was not in good faith because now so explaining the circumstance of the suspension of caucus meeting, am I in Pennyphone of a share? I don't hear infernal phone to now. Your call your name could do divisions. In fact, so let's put this correctly. Division doesn't mean move ministers out of the plenary. Okay, or the 114 now it's very clear. Or say clear the lobby. Ministers don't sit in the lobby. They are accorded every privilege of a member of parliament. and they are to take part in proceedings. That's the only vote. But of parliamentary voting, is it part of proceedings?
As per my standing orders, they said the more enough experience, say a part of it or any part of it.
Yes, everything that takes place in parliament is a part of proceedings, including voting. But the only thing is a winning vote. But you can still say, what I say. And for you to say, okay, even those in the plenary, because ministers about parliament, they don't sit in the lobby. They're standing on the snake and they clear the lobby. But even in the Ghana, you copy Britain for now. Okay, parliament, I want to say the lobby. What you say? And it's a walk around and come more public gallery in our store. But they are not even get there. Mom crying and because they should clear them. Because so can you no, obi to plenary no more. The voice can still mess up with those in the plenary because they are one chamber. But for them, so what you
Monsieur Bibi Frimupa.
Yes, and for us, it wasn't necessary to say that the minister must work out. And not just working out, calling the master on the minister. In fact, if anything went wrong that day, to be honest and to be fair, I'm not even blaming my friends in the minority side. The huge must be on the speaker. That day, he didn't lead us as our father for both sides. I said, no, only finance minister, no war. Because finance minister, no crack, a prayer. But we can't decline you, and some kind of put it to vote. Okay, I know it's too late to engage. And then I make us say, if you are not a trip now, no can't go full plane. No, if you are less than 1 hour, we should statements or go to buy. And he was rather in a hurry to travel.
Nasta engagement, in the national interest, you who send a conciliatory, I didn't engagement in 90 million shares here at the time I'm no.
In fact, engagement here, as Minister himself was in Go. I was in Go for 3 days. Leaders, but you see, the Nippon debate in T and the points, how do you engage him? Finance ministers have been a debate. In the last 5 days, a team argument and then a debate ended. It's the moment the opportunity to engage you on the issues you have raised. Was it too late? And when was he going to do the engagement? In the middle of the debate or before the debate? How will he know your concerns?
The speaker here, pundits, Ebeka say, a dear partner uputu a vote on the budget, and now say the process of say clearing for division. So and I know you
everywhere a car 137. First of all, he couldn't have continued. Anything or no suspended for about 10 minutes, just 5 minutes or something. Or better or no, the numbers in the chamber was not half of parliament. What you say? And even division, no question, no put to here, no. Or say 0-137. Also announced all figures, the minister of Kaya. Now 0-137, no, it doesn't constitute any binding decision on parliament. And what it means is a division, no crowd vote. No.
Yes, and you're binding based on Article 104.
Yes, binding based on Article 104 and Order 109 of our standing order. You need half of parliament to be present before you put a question or take a decision.
Is it fair for anybody to suggest to say, majority in say omuni numbers and na they have been tactical say in and out as opposed to say and they could have been more conciliatory and then engage in a tone you been your national interest nana
offer we know because a majority for it. Yeah. If we knew we didn't have the numbers, we could have asked the majority leader not to finish the debate that day. What you are saying?
Yes.
But we went ahead to finish the debate. We had our numbers. But as by a crowd, did that day, it wasn't proper. What I say? And then make Ghana for 137, 137. They are only telling both sides, engage more, talk to each other. The Ghana for you, they are tired of NDC, MPP. Ghanaians are tired. And John Wesley, engage. Now engage. Now why do I buy a speaker? Today is the final debate. Minority leader has come up, majority leader has summed up, and to give me opportunity to engage them. But tomorrow it's too late to engage. How is it too late to engage?
Okay,
that day, it's the speaker who was in a hurry to travel.
Okay.
And yes, apparently there was nothing wrong. Parliament on both sides. Look, sometimes honorable Muntaka on a court advice. Sometimes I call Haruna Ho. Sometimes me and some George could get to a black one. Me and Katame mentor, former interior minister, lawyer.
Ambrose Dariana.
No, by NDC, former interior minister.
Lawyer. Why wouldn't you know?
I didn't imagine.
About to see us, so no, Mrs. Ayirame.
Yes, so we are friends and brothers that we talk to.
It is a say, I am trying to say, honorable member for Jusso, Deputy Finance Minister. James Agaga, right.
If we go to them, they come to us. We are not fighting in Parliament. But some of these issues, for political reasons, sometimes people, some posture will be, to please the base. But a budget and your mining we gain nothing when we say we have rejected it.
Dr. Kuma, DSC and SCA, constitutionally.
I don't want to constitute the proper quorum and take a decision.
And quorum of 91, 92, and a year 138 to take a decision. ASK Babin, right, honorable speaker, sooner anyway. The Joe Wise at Nasia, you are 137, including independent. Say a year second deputy, so Nasia, 137, excluding the independent or come home and 138, notwithstanding, no, yenya 138, no, practically, a chinadia pan, you bet me.
Oh, Jamia Domotna is not far. I drew fear. I said, we are just one people. Sometimes we debate politically, but we are so able to sell mind because of whatever it is, we will be able to come out approving the budget and carrying the nation forward. Any big problem.
Any big problem. Inti se wo hwe the minority at the time you vete mo ma eventually apro in this corner a parliamentary party came under fire say or more are selling out a body body corporate NDC it hon some by tiachine e kokoba no say mutiminya 138 at the approve budget na once again na pressure and implosion san beba ewo minority for no mu say e dey say yakogya dem ade bi ana.
You see, who a leader, some of these things you have to have a big stomach to contain. There has been difficult times for both sides in Parliament. And during a debate, I was reminding them, especially if you say MP, your talkers, all the arms of government are buying a talker amount. If you MPs in Kohai, see a major loan for talker. But even with the loans, they say the Ghana for TIA. But as leaders, we handled it and passed it. And that's how come every MP has a car to work now. But what you say, the people may not understand, but you are a leader. And when some they will play to your grassroots because idea any crown almost a year. It is the same people when it turns out to be bad. Look, the emphasis engineering pass budget. Now you write January more. Ghana will understand the reality of what it means to reject a budget. And what we are penning now, we are leader who you avoid it, irrespective of the propaganda. And part of what I say. And she shouldn't say, yeah, grassroots over Katia, even when it will not suit the nation, we will do it. just to feel comfortable with our faith. But that is not leadership. It's the best booster inside the home. This budget is not NDC. I think by the time I did know why it is in their politics. I did so one more. It's about the entire before everything is in budget. Now so unfortunate.
Enti ansa na obekono Dr. Ansa na obekono Dr. Kuma se utie 20-minute submission Dr. Kisa to Hayford ato forcing a year you would have thought to say the whole country is up and against levy and one sense me so already the salon brand here and so actual now I said the whole country is up and against levy again Anna waiting to approve the budget tomorrow if you are able to maneuver. What do you propose to do about levy?
Yeah, Matthew, all that concern also. Now, for instance, almost my buying and the levy. We are very interested in listening to them. Our main concern is then what is the alternative? You see, I'm buying. I was there with me digit for with me. I find Abuna in the Juma. They know can say Ghana not no better than 1.5 million there. According to statistics, no, or more share Juma, or money I buy a car entrepreneurship any use that for discover 10 billion every summer. My money get trained here. Acquire what do I work on now? Yeah, community here and say in a point. So. And summer a cabin by ya for my Yajibosia Ama and never be able to see a good rule. Intimate cause say Yajibosia. On this basis, no, I will see a shot edited for my more. A bit me and my Bosia Bona Kofom. Now at the same time, it's me a critique, Mamma, but no many of the eye. Now I feel I find any infrastructure, what do I the best year and also to me. The program of the government for 2020. The amount for say 11 years every boy, ama yet me at see a castle. Now, not 9 years, my year. Now, yet me a year fine. Then the route to ye. And then, you know, can say if we share students who use it, okay, look, so the usual traffic are not at that too good, non workers, so I'm here to move you. So, and take a cracker, yes, so all minor problems. Meaning, Skype me, yeah, find more. We in fact didn't say, among forces, there be a 200 or how the brain to buy in there. On my alternative, the dear young to fool and one, and now say, quite bang, are buying emphasis. Buying so bit 92 or Ghana, a bit maybe the attitude of mine. And see any problem is the budget is for the entire country. They should give us the alternative that is acceptable. Say the 1.75 no fees that was through the then we all Jojo. And only the essence of the finance minister say GMO. Where it is workable. So then we will
because here can
difficult.
11 na ochia inchremuno free outside of the finance ministry no eba more than senka more finance ministry na o say mo maneba minimum senka budget inka mo ya kwabrado 4 pencil na yakotena Oak Plaza na wo ma chirechire yemu na ya saf ma for pencil na wo de yakotena se no chirechire yemu the late Kwajoban Redu no de yakotena se listening to ato forcing na pe wo timi chire no ma miensa remittances ifra brochire nam bank ne other financial institutions eba Ghana or chire banking electronic transfers num or chire momo yimu afa ne na chese sa no man me say adenti na finance ministry momo engage media for me antia de na se more than say me tie atofo sen no and I was inclined to follow the atofo seneka me read the Selom Brantier no I was inclined to follow the Selom Brantier as opposed to say me no pass who can say Tomakuma so the conciliatory mover finance ministry kuntun ufuriata was shas I was wo to us press conference akoko ye at the party office ni nyina no yetie and what do we propose to do about this say bibia ye o man bibi no ye bema nchiremu na ko at all levels na ye nyina ye hunu where we stand na yetimia a resolve prudently.
Yeah, I offer me now doing communications here is everything because policy ni ba na one to one chima amount for NTS na seri America no policy na kra no ye nyam fan call parliament chirimu ni ma potia ile ni be cover ni the end cover. And see, the posture of the ministry has always been, let's continue to shape it up with the concerns that will come. You say bank transfers, the amount of the income, remittances now amount for raising concerns. You know, it's even also under consideration because the amount of fees a bear affected the foreign direct investment at the back and near there. All these things eventually will be captured in the bill, on the yield, and we are prepared to engage. Yanka said to be a genuine concern, but we have never said that. But at the end of the day, we must still have a way of raising reasonable taxes to carry out government business. And you ever say amount for say, and yet do or die, said the Yamama, I don't know, hey, look, no. It's about governance of the country. No mind the alternatives that is acceptable to Ghanaians. We are more than prepared to work with it. So, yes, I say, Vienna final answer. No, we are prepared to listen to the opposition, to everybody, because we are not doing for ourselves. Young more mining in a and Penisi the Ultra Sacra, almost an Etiatia. And she said, oh, yeah, no, because so that we said there was a crafty years. Oh, yeah, they say, and one more. We are happy to do that. And see, the best amount for. Let's continue to talk in good faith. Now, you're more mine, no, to tell me any change the political against us. Because we I imagine that we have to see a small political point to be our base, irrespective of the consequences of the nation. And not the Bassa, like I said, yeah, for mining, personal.
Yabede was na yes, so said then you know, Ubejinem actually when just what demonstrated that positive differential say, Bribia, ye Frobia, and yin young, amount reach him. The Drews are brave, yeah, oh, and Ubekan is a Sandra, or say at me, Ebwa, na ye chintino, Munsu, Namun Chrimuna, Munusu, language, Ebema, Yenina Yabu, Bibia, Abba from. It shows courage, not so much say a beer will be slow, be an answer, will be will go, be any massy. Into there was a so you be engaged to the other side and so near Johnson and Hobua or Moyanichina say yes, say yen shut down government. And now say yes, say you bet me a DSC judiciously and prudently, and now there was a pa
of honestly that need to finish.
Dr. John Kuma, a honorable member of parliament for a year, Joso, and or sign a year deputy finance minister, and all church and Semu at the MIA. You go soon at your need 100.9 FM. Megusu Asosuna, what was up here on 050 600 0909 050 600 0909. On say no money me no. On say finance ministry no appear conciliatory. So
yeah.
And a year parliamentary party MPP no as sounding more bullish. And a kiki
there win to me conquer any side.
Go uni number no also so say kiki because you see a China we yet ya no just a wunya minority ni bia wonya pepa bi ma o man no aka say government shutdown ti no kakra bia aka wo mo no eno aye enti moma yenye den say
because so tena setting dey say first deputy speaker na bet na dwom
what na dwom kwa wo 137
and America no na wo ka ko 137 provided in process wo mu nyina no
e na wote wona na babin say yo na babin say yo na babin say yo no Saka tentene no na ma nipa bi bufu ya ntoto no ma bi amfa amamo no enti sabre we no e was say we sound more nationalistic ama obi o minority no mukura na obeka mo ho na ye accuse o mo say wakwa akwaji adem ade bi na wababe because nya sa asema da wono no wo ye kikiri na enye yie enti we de eye leader wadawroma kikiri no enye yie to yen sechirin country was sechirin mensa bonsu say when you kikiri near the can sound more conciliatory. Na muntimi winni enipa ni bi free minority side never be kan ho yeah. Na mum promise say mu be ye more open with your sikasem. Na obi ehunu say yes bibi because to say so na kikiri nya chese yes ye mo yes chese ye nyam ye finance minister and na ye no say na ye be pam na free one ye be ensiaga mon kasa boko mo engage wo mo some engage even one party no at the head kura say asiedu nkatio haru no munye saade no na munye minority for the best 5 bi meka mo ho for the sake of the country entinya babia mu be di na tem na eye bibia onye hute onu indulge mu ama baby kura na nipa bi free say babia no kura ye to say chairman samonso mon kan kasapa bi nchira Ghana for mon krokro eye minority for no na say real issues atofosin so wuti asama atofosin kan ya you are inclined to support them wuti asama eye celebrant ya chiro ya you are inclined to support because eye Ghana for na e kasa enye eye atofosin na e kasa enye celebrant ya na e kasa eye Ghana for na e kasa na wutie sadia John Kuma e kasa ya na ni finance substantive minister no so tachira munya sa bullish approach no parliament wo enzemunu o say chairman sponsor free tran ho eye ne
na woba if you ada no mo 138 there na majority no mo 138
majority no dem no munuro Henry Court is still on here
Henry nam nim say na say Henry about
Henry Court am I
oh okay and Adwa Safa so
me na me ka Adwa Safa asem
e bi on my
asema ye ka no kikiri na mo ya kwa mo to mo bo asem ya kwa kan minority for no
oh you know better pray be
pana edi kasa basa no say edu bra o say chairman sabonsu should eat humble pie in the interest of the MPP no munya kikiri ase da bi omu nim nyansa se no obi ya no edu bra o say chairman sabonsu should be on his knees na on use in relationship with Babin and Haruna. Na se munya nipa 5 for crime free minority meka home for the sake of say yen say yen government shutdown. Muntimi mbule obi e biem. Muntimi mbule obi e biem if anything na twa mu Supreme Court amudi hunahuna na legal luminary we say ensiaga muntimi anya de no. Because what the citizens see say mun na mudi ade aba na mo madwane free ho.
Yeah.
When na mudi aba when the cover division no wan say dey buy.
Anya market yeah
na wa go division aba na be de kaya we yi na battery na wa so akwatena dem a enti o search men sabonsu on so ope MPP asema on go to dwanim na on kasa yie uni numbers na won kasa oboso uni numbers na won kasa oboso musmuni mu dia mo ye ya mu free 169 abeduru 137 muni mu dia mo ye eye nipa bi na bibi wo mu mogya mu na omoda ho gina machi na nka asia man kokran ko ba be gina machi asia man fami na ko ba be gina machi ate wo mu mogya mu wo mu mogya mu enti se o se chairman sabonso anka se yie dia parliamentary MPP muntu anamon muntu no na mumpo bi oya mo conciliatory na yentimi nyanya sa MPP party no anim na egu ase MPP party no anim na egu ase why na betimi asode agina akasa akira mo say mun change course o say chairman sabonsu wa che wo ho leader sifam abo bi su mrabi de bia akoda keto bi ko betimi ayusu aye me office in sawam aye anodom e bi ko betimi ayusu ni nyansa afenyo marking tie jaw no ankasa obetimi aye bibi o say chairman sabo so ache he's at his wit's end ontimi da hwibiem sabre wanya brai kasa mun kasa boko mun sia kire na minority for bi meka mo ho in the interest of the state asema atofo ase ka no bibi wo na ye yi a mum ye ntie asema salon branch ye ka no bibi wo mu a mum ye hwe ne nye na kikiri na nsiaga o say chairman sabonsu on si from ema obi foforo emra meye majority leader every say on sembe bria wo kana no wapem no say you say chairman sabonsu why dey
wo say wapem
next one be cop vice president dia one ko no vice president no dey yire so be ba
na dey waka so be vice president
say dey ye kana no say what dey yire so ba so ame one ko ye say adwuma no name parliamentary party no if we say wo ko if we tete na wo tie nsem bia eye UP tradition for no one contribution for parliamentary democracy eye 2000 to 1992 to 1996 anu muni hobie no bakohwe se de normal jigu ye omo ba 96 hwe the way a normal epejai no na wuni pa ba ko fuata na de pia mu free say mu betimi abiti wo mo na mu use belligerent language and say ni nyina so say da bia ba kikiri no ma biti mo why na cover division ni ba ye ni why na cover ba ye and you person actually say munim say ba bia na say din katia no na enka ho na munim say ho nka ho na be da ye ase din katia nko finance minister nko ye kenken kwa o say change form and then it's ya say use language a be minority for no mako 5 I mean nimu prepared in the interest of the state so ba be come ho na mo use language papa now checking for reata boko John Kuma wa boko na kenken na mo muti parliament we are majority na see saying o majority na see saying etimun hia consensus building yamfa consensus building amfa nya adwuma amfa nchechire Ghana usika nso hwe usika enso hwe no na monsum mo party no monsum the party MPP monsum personalities monsum mo party no MPP certain politics ebintimi sorry and country even president say change course for the sake of the party and yes am MPP no whoever takes charge oba bread Ghana for because my party is attractive. Adey, I say che won kwanye say 16 years and 20 years. Musu say mami.
Time of the parliament. Right from 90.
Niye time about parliament too. Time wonu your friend say Abraham Osedu call ya wonu ba.
Oh okay, obey leader. Oh okay.
And it's a complacency asante. Onim bibia. Na baby agini dwan. It is one muntu among na nipa 5 no free minority ni meka omo ni approve budget no na the implications of say government shutdown no
eba say yentimi approve no this
year the security of the state will be threatened because nipa hu chire ya dada the security of the state will be threatened nipa bi hu chire omo dada ena mo party no mo nipa kakra bi egu MPP nanim ase ena obi entimi nsore nka obi entimi nsore nka nti o say chairman sabonsu say nana say wada roma sompa hene sifam am obi so nteki wa enti munni nchiche bia ho me say I'm not dompre that small boy afenyo marking jama wo mo aden unkuan na ni bibia leader me sew me nkoto jogu fom monwine mo party no ho mo party MPP no animu gu ase ena sesia hwan ne tie wo mo fom ho hwan ne tie wo party fo no fom ho hwan ene tie mo party fo no awo fom ho enhyehyeye be na mo de agu ho etie MPP fo practically o mo ntimi defend bibia biem because akire wo mo so enu nti munya nhyehyeye na mo ntie de mo party fo no ka wo fom ho eti sa mo party fo no ko apene so say munya ni say ya munya ni sama wo mo entena se enye so bullish efrititi yankamasem okabe say we mpiasem atwam and intimidate me the massima American say munya nhyehyeye na enipa 5 our minority side are prepared say on be ba come o musuro ani say be ka so magi bribe obia o so a matter of courage anya bribe no obi age na ye nyina ye nko yanim na mo se che mensa bonsu munya nhyehyeye na munyini firi ho aha afane bra ade Kwame Aduma ko mensa honorable member of parliament Sechira Frampins na ye nin nkomo Kwame memo ha
akonta ko ko ngaje
wuti me nkache say ya grofo ya mo ye nyina yakwa abu ense mu hunu na chese at what point we are finance person and we say me personally said wa kan sa akontai minim ba bia ofre say enipa bitimi ye more nationalistic more patriotic is it not possible say wow conscience catch us on kwaje hwimfro bia ho but you may support bibia ebeboa the ordinary Ghanaian na alleviate the Ghanaian of any further hardship etinka admakman san ka wonya sa
gedi ka na menche na menche tiofo ense ne o katawani abreba
ai
na de si na do fiada no every one ma if one say samema no so o negotiate no o man negotiate go see last week no the finance minister Amegasa and that time no e be enye so say finance minister become my comment we say you know how to manage a minority it is a buy and say oh ya tax any limit and I say ya tisa ya asemi na go mega o ka take bribe and the talk say you are listening to the masses no say yi transaction no e people the be any me home am for be kasa it is the ya class that na say bia 1.75 no and the also say the ba you say bet me am am for any age already when the car ma cross towboat and also nka e bet me use another method say towboat no e go so na say you use electronic way say the am for 8 million because movement is canon ma can dey bet me ya beba I say use another method e dey na go fast so nyina ba ya no and it's bad I dey na me no matter o da say mo back na mo apologize kwa me nyina fa so ni etie mo na montina mo kasa we are press conference e dey na go for no asa dos
just emu ya edi kwambe so na ususuo say ye betimi ama the interest of the state a prevailing ama the ordinary Ghanaian any hardship be all come no ye betimi ayadan as terms a hardship no na improve ne lot kakra
so we already three issues Japan no ho sa 1.7 ho keta issue no e dey tell say e dey na about my to solve this problem sa momo no ene ya for there do nyina kasam and say yes no I talk about my no ye ne ko ye bu ye ni gu no so a ne say ye nyine enipa no ho and they see no no so show say democracy na ye dwuma and ye rubber stamp as the man for tika no and the crab ye nye the crab ye say ba say oba no say majority ye sika no ho a come on say na come turn around and the man for ko so can say ye rubber stamp and the other say anybody no think that say bia mu pie mu pie no e bia right because the first say yaba no come on put caution no na the person na munya mo inside no the number is pepe they say to me able to it is someone that come go majority a think that then mo work out and I say I am mo budget you mo budget mo dwane every mo ye lusu baby a and the answer to what traffic you go to save the nation. So not one ma. But someone you say are you Takashi there? Yes, why is it Takashi? Not a cover smaba. And I said the two of the winning number. Because the first speaker at Tema I said, second speaker Tema, say no matter what it. And the same nobody in I president. Yes, I win it.
Now Musa winning that what are the implications of government shutdown?
I know, and if you want when the government business, and then I want trust in your lobby, near trust me, I agree. I don't know, you're not against the nation move, but no more how to correct it. Never any panel. That's what can do. Say, which way you live in a film, and some of the member from near traffic. I go to Tuesday. Yes, I say, and maybe I'm on one pen, a bit of a film. Yes, but I don't want to say. Bibi ana tuma ti onation mu but amani mu ahye ti say eno ma sisi tamwa eno ma bi ba ya e ma abai gu ya no be ba e dia ga ade be tiesie na fe ba ye na se bi aba say wo yutu yi na be kwa ma there should be some basis over countries here I should you baby you live na o ya lusu Uganda for ye Tanzania Uganda Africa I will draw and then don't draw we need to study party no the party on me a why the government writing it's empirical you need to look for all these things near starting with the pastor you bet me the nature those you go pass who no my friend when you negotiate 1 year and discussion what the about 7.5 billion. I don't know, but they are talking loopholes. I'm for equal more than 10.5 billion. You took your loopholes to favor and the problem is we are from 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019 to 2020. Loopholes are woman, no check here. It's a huge. And then they are loopholes.
It just adansi buonu etwamu na ano no nkuntabuonu enko yie se beto asomu se de na wutie kese atofosen kura sa 20 unse atofosen kasa na te point kura no ese wonim se wawie ano no afa Joe Wise ese mama 5 minutes na kese bi hunu se asem atofosen ka no Joe Wise kura na somu ye ne dey party mo
yeah so I for any for the people as about here I'm telling you can I want to minka can't I want to minka I don't know how to say and you're right yeah MP so no and right who other side who get see but who minka because of the partisans you know we are who but when all be about to say yeah no yeah no here by any class yeah you say kwa be so we am for some no yeah you na ma for any home because yeah you tournament yeah ma so mo pa e dey na we na one day obi go pay the tour no 2 man go even there
enu de yenya nuru ho every say
yenya nuru but e say no market get no e dey bone ba
no man kitinkiti we dey bone ba but enei say wo tena se ya wo hunu say even kra no MPP for no akra wo form no kra no enya de omani gi se de yesifa ntina ma focus na koba say parliamentary MPP no womu enye because omu young brilliant young men omu betimi ahwe atoto nuoma bi as opposed to the old say antagonistic whimsical group no a there be a free say omu de omu nim bibia
well I'm for a friend no obeti omu say the MP no na parliament no enye lose parliament bi the first no come for lose interest of parliament it wo ye no omu ni ade ya nya say you government no ya say ade nya no yeah, you oversight responsibilities. Now we a parliament if you are no democracy. And this a Cuba at all, you need at all, so all the parliament you know. And yeah, what my boy here pray, you need. Some of them say, you know, over some. And then I say, here you.
Intia the Nedi woman said, Monso sono, Munyako matoyemu, Mammo Nwine say, and my passing minister phobia momamba. Na implosion bi ba ma mo ho no ntokwanti musuro so say enne no se mobua na bia finance minister federal engagement because they are picking yen say monko dem na munyina monko tena se amose da bi monko dem ma musuro say eye besan leak ya fa akiri say ya ma mo bribe enti na mo yesa na yemfa bribe some nto ne yanwene o man no ho
na agoda o se ko mo ye ntem say anya that time na ye bi wono a winning number no na mo ye negotiation. So the day before that, I don't say, you settle. Already, so finance minister interview mother say, you know how to settle the minority. And then okay, me. This is a corner class to Grandma, Yajiska.
He gets to be a here.
You're very careful. And then you get your image. You can say, and this. So, every no. And the idea of some come down. You before some say, call a press conference. I'm kind of open. And when you say, yes, that's why I get to more. Woman, I trust it. You who have a reformer, you know. Never.
Yeah, can so no. A division, why not compare division by?
I'm one of the buy.
Not just a faux pas. No faux pas, no, enough was I could chat when I had a pa.
I got that good. So, and I didn't get to know, and so, no, so no, I tell my own a Japan D. I am anything for you go out. Mupa say. Yeah, I don't know. I said to her, you walk out. Mupa say. I agree. Because a part of parliamentary process, you know. Walk out today, and 2 years, who said, what market? It is a walk out to yeah, do the war. And at the end of the day, you have a parliament to go on. You need to get a church to last week. And you go every you don't do that. And I'm going to be. Yeah, I'm on that. Except when I'm going to.
Honorable member for such a Franklins, Dawasi, say one so diaba. Na mumon mo ye liberals, mo ye moderates amongst the MPP lot. It is 5 for being the any atomoso. It most are 5 for no. It drew be a munyina mo mine. Why?
Yeah, man, but who said you go by the rules? At the end of the way. And just be aware that no more air wrong on our some of my knee. The right thing has to be done. And yeah, majority you want to say, Nana. You know what I can say? Part no, I man say a semi na. And see, yeah, man, but baby, I'm the number. Obi no bet match no I go support because when say we don't win e say and already there vice president can say yeah the no hwe tell me no obi dey atem and na ya trouser ya za tell me o ka sa obi dey atem
amu amu nimu hwe so na afidie yi mu yi
nti ene mu hwe na tie baby da mi ba mama na me graduate my Ghana technology PhD program baby
sesi ya wawie Inti Dr. Kwame Adumako Mensa. Mi ankasa makonta. Oh, why are they Yamin Shaw? And Mamin Shaw. Wait a minute. Na yabeja wo de.
Mama.
Wait, your Tikronu so hard mwana. O mini krom na ebeche no. You me front congratulations. What you busuan anim. It me front near din komo. Why? Right. Dr. Kwame Adumako Mensa. Honorable member of parliament for such Afram Plains on the ticket of NDC. Nini opinion ni ko Dr. Dr. Kwabnado for. And nini opinion ni Kwabnado for. It we there what me nimpa Nyamin Shraw Dr. Adumako Mensa. Ebini Nash. Yenyanru ho.
Adakabri. Episo.
Episo. Me new can you imagine government shutdown? Can you imagine it?
But you have said it all. The humility there say majority. But they don't have the numbers. You don't have the numbers to approve. The best thing they say, what the opposition, the minority is asking you. What they about to
okay, my interview na say a nay. Why the tie MPP for our form? Why? And na MPP for na our form no. On person can be crutch on party na. Why the tie wo?
Who difference?
Who MPP ni?
Say
MPP ni bi wo form. And na BB ewe no. And no person wo catch the mpanifo. Say adie say na ye hunu. Why the tie MPP for no form one kra? List we na nakusi. Political pundit. Nini konkotwe nkomo kakra nana kusipoku memu ha
ya eja opeli ADAKABRI Sheikh Mahmoud ana se what Sheikh ana
they say je wa beti ase obeka se
Mahmoud
nam asesi ade de mia me wo fa nana sompa hene wo se che mensa bonsu me se hihye bi wo ho no mo a yenye na parliamentary MPP woman standing it down na yemfa mrantie bi a omo ye sharp ene kra ye chief executive kra na wadi more than 35 a yemfa ye penkwalankwalan kitenkiti omo mind ye sharp ne do my chief executive ene normal every sompa hene doso na sompa hene ye standing it down yemfa mrantie ni bi mra afenyo mark obetimi aye anodom pro obetimi aye. What do you make of it nana kusi?
Well, my main change here for nearly yeah, program here every year. Ne wa mo ne wa pam for mo oh my God. Say make a training. Asemi a wa boss le. Abe dadwen a sorry I me busa me ho questions be bring. Obi a onim MPP ashasi bia from the word go from its inception. And him say any MPP here. MPP there be a free ni bebia ene ya pega party na kwakodu no wo a woni party ni free na shase bia no Our winning papa, yeah, adulterated member, no, who himself party, no, the Gajan and your crack, ya party, no, ya bully the comb as you trust. Ama and then a moja a unifa party. Party a Democratic Party. Ora or say chairman sabus. Only anything related to democracy or undemocratic. Over Kaya 2012 and or shall say a campaign. Say MPs be in equal say you 2 or more. Na equal say 2 or more bamboo or some call the post. Na party executives be and so far into na say a support to alone. Touch track to 2016. Similar thing came up. Bino support to Nebima support to, and he has done that for years, and he has held it till now. In the last parliament, the 7th parliament, we had one of our own, Ura Michael Kwe. Yeah, one can actual books, actual professor and reverend after democracy. In fact, we see democracy traffic in the house at some point. Emma, media for proper more report to ma. Yeah, the friend is a Amansanya, the Ecoso of Parliament. Etibino. What name Omunya Topa? I can say, well, no, give it to me, about Pamomo, a free, a year, Nasibe Jumbo. Which is very unconstitutional. You have no power arrogated to yourself as a speaker. You don't have that power. It is a public office, which office every member of society has every right to partake in whatever there is in that house. You are just a representation of the public. That is all your duty. Your core mandate is to represent the people. I will be taking decisions. And here on about that for there will be a no we na let's say you gentlemen and teach the bois. The offense your mind. And when you know empty, and when you know speaker. Also, first one, it got to a point as a speaker, no, or the minority for any would you from. Hey, let's say the minority, a better no man, Yenya, Obia, a family of Cobonia, obey me athlete, no. The minority and now majority, maybe I know a better to say, yeah, can ask them. Now, some I can say you, I was said, yeah, can I come? Into democracy, idea, and yet you won't go out in your war, and yet dissenting voice, and yet one of the most important things are that we are buying out the democracy here. I was say the piano, Uma was supra a bank dissenting voice because a piano, the watch who lives in the theatre. Omoji, how many I say, the Nyoma said you and Sam Fata, Emma, Ura Muntaka, and how you do at some point, Okuda now they were taking swipes at the speaker. Yeah, said you did say, and yeah, dear S. A fata, I will say, bedroom, say the honorables and in beautiful. On my yama and then did the Ghana for war, a woman I say, bedroom, a swat day. Yeah, a lot of research, actually, say, Parliament to Crampon, Gidia war, a Nipa war, Parliament, a swat day. Nina, Nipa Bakubi, Yanubi, a soup, and Omobanya, Omodity. There be a democratic pillar and on a driver this state called Ghana. Sabi Fediasa. And then Nasabe Demo. Yen see none. What the Sabi Amayosemachiache. The majority ever take work out in the world. It is one of its kind. One out of Bagataba. Come and defend. Who do you want to make a judge? Judge is me, Bediasem. A lawyer for our Faha, Montanasi, a lawyer for Monsomo, Hamons Montanasi. Will be after another Samumra. Moamotiha, Bedia Seminole. Maybe I work from her here. Young person will be a better than her because you have a twaba. Moa Monyam Nasibid of Queen, I'm sorry, free her. At that point, Ura, your friend is saying, Kenoforiata, Utum Kunku. What in the budget, Momo Abaye. So budget next year. Uncle a public gallery. And what they are public. A failure. What job? A Jumana Modikoyano. You have just become, I mean, I just want to be very charitable. How do you do this to a parliamentary democracy? Well, you have presented a budget and you have to defend such a budget. If you so wish say you are the papa, why do you have to run away from your own budget? And you leave it to the mercy of the wind, and the wind blows it so mercifully. And you come back to play.
Nana Kusie, yeah, Ken. Some of the things that happen on the floor, no, technical, and yet ubia netimity asiye. But in the midst of the confusion and the uncertainty, no, ubia to me can be some meme no Caribbean and Tiasis said, yeah, Ken. Who can you know, something in our say? Yeah, voice, yeah, count. Voice, yeah, no. And now, say, won't you say? Say speaker and be a no now I win and I say yes na win ya. And no now call for side division no. It is side division no. Yeah, afenyo marking kwamina and na wono okofa de buy. Inti no kofa de bar. Say you oblige you on the division and no na ekoba say enipa bi emfiri ho. Inti da ho yasem dada ense say chinyijie bia ba ho say kwan na wo say ofiri hemfa ekọ hemfa Emi be kan asem no ntia no ho se ye ba behwe e de na kuntunkunkun wo mani muso onye sei afa na obi behwe soro ho abeka sase di nkatia so ba bi ote no afie no so omutim no ye wo ba bia ne dini ene adwuma mo ye no ba bi bam ba bi mamu bi nti sa confusion ni mu no na wo betena sia mase if indeed o seche mensa bonso said ye nim se on chese the parliamentary practice is in his bosom. Edanabem. No what me atna say.
I'm a backbencher.
I can't hear and then as ye kwase yenko sheepishly you walk out of parliament under the direction of a backbencher and was saying someone who would want us to believe we say when in parliamentary practice.
Oh, in fact,
damn.
After the sea, I used to think that he was a repository. I think he has none. Because even if you wanted to convey a message to the speaker, there is a way. And not in our order.
Nanakusi, now Oseche Mensa Bonso, he was not in defense of the body corporate new patriotic party. He was in defense, in difference to personalities. Na sa personalities no musumu MPP mono. Omo nyai and some party no MPP. Omanya personality no some and some a body corporate MPP no. Nana kusi dia na beto omo.
Dia beto omo dia simple. I was said obi si chododo matwa. Amayoko no ene nipa ba ko dia. O man pani ko fo no doctor na de no. Pani fo pi. Ora da botu no. Omo ni party na shafe. The party is here, the Bible so demigods. Never. The party does not belong to. And some
to the sense that more protected personalities. In the end, you know, no more good personalities in any massive. Shall someone vice president vice president baby Jina wa be catch chairman general Sipakan. Vice president is saying, oh Momo no figures we use you know, or use 5 cities. No man getting no use to you. And so much one more. Nadia Mokoya Yentino, and the Coco read ya somewhere a venerable Salem Brantier, or Shen somewhere watcher, and the vice president. No, and maybe there, dear say, vice president, no foot to a gradibano, Mutrifano, so GBK way. Adana Moyan Pipinisa. GBK for Adana Moyan Pipinisa. That body corporate MPP. No, Mamu Munanima say, na 3 years is a long way to go. 3 years is a long way to go. And it's a more youngness a cobase and Chinia a body corporate MPP mono and Chini free more and yet the bill. Oh, Nanakusi, when is it when a bit me a catcher a year almost so much course? When a bit me a car.
But your wedding character and you said, when you're Canadian, let's say we are and I support you. And I don't know why I do, Mama. Ipa many of them said, baby, omutie wo no nya asem ketu akra enti me gidi say ombe pija asem na ko bi
ya wo
tabi one party we mu a also chair party no
Gabi
not even the president not even President Kufuor who has he has been very vulnerable to the extent that just because of rule of law, you know, he has not even shown his power. That's why he has kept party where Sebi. Then go on no power. And you know, Mumayama party no muyaye. Na Mumayama mind them on top and muyaye and ten demigods. People who feel so superior, tell almost to sustain nipa, as to time party no, as to time ra, as to time on mind. Sebi. Ya basi ya ba be boa omanfo. Ya masi ya be bu onfom.
Eye.
Ya basi ya be som.
Eye.
Ya mata ya som ye.
Nana kusi eye. Eye. Na ekurumu aye hye.
Omani mo aye hye.
Right. Listen to Nana kusipoku. And Majale. Omani mo aye hye. We are sure we did some say na mo aye hye.
I mean, cause of my mind, so when I walk, na miss.
And I say, "Oh, I'm my shama." Oh, sorry, if you fufu we didn't.
Or my mind is a relative, into
a relative saying. Subjective.
Okay.
A man my shana. And what did he?
There be another mindy. And then mindy.
2:45. And then idea.
Mindy.
I don't have fasting 6 to 6.
And then mindy not many fasting. So now say my busy kakranti.
And
no na Emma mindy. But I say,
imagine Kotoba.
And then my days.
Imagine Kotoba.
I am my new cruma.
What an Toban Kumano. The 26 Ebesono.
Oh, Ebesono.
I am most of 20 in Kotobini. Every one train. The Qualamo. And I am most of 20 in Kotoma family and a Hey, what did he?
There be mindy and no over.
A cream, why you say? Hey, Major. What did he?
And I did mindy.
To bring from Mamonto Bankuni 10 cities, Namonto Upuku 4 cities, Namonto Kauru 4 cities.
Man quino and also.
Man quino and also. Bankrumapa.
Bankun can when they are saying that. No, the advocate. Oh,
no, I said, what,
no, my up and down side. Sir, what funny? Yeah, me offer me ya. No prayer woman yen say enua memo ayedene. We should be truthful to ourselves. Enua my thing. And a fuel, she price. Enua price. When him say T-roll na yetono 11 cities. 11 cities. Me person be more brand be very good. And what bono 17 cities.
T-roll.
And yetono 11 cities. Zero na yeah soft in 17 cities so
there are no so the cancer on song do be a
and na bibi na
ha any cancer na any penny be so take
advantage well it might be that because wafa honestly so we ko dwom na say wo survey on price list normal
because obi kotomo
any day we should
okokotomo na ya ka kire ne say emo na oto no say 58 cities no na 58 cities na ya ka kire ne say by next week be na 65
cities
otomo wo dwoso
ebi no ma sheda no mo yesa
na wa bie wa no
adentina so kan sa
beton 58 cities 58 cities no no aka kire ne say 65 ubeba next week na 65 then na hunu say ubeba next week na 65 and then there's a particular movie medium in kaidin no yes Simon no there be abekobia yes bi ni ho there be abekobia edu omo twen no mo dey about next week in fact omo dey about this week
na just pressure no na you read December no na just
price cost enti yan so ye ho ano
and also one of the factors. And also one of the factors
because then na Simon no ukwa bi ni ho it just say yetita and yes this week na beba na e ba ya so no price na be cost no me ka say so no ya wo mo so ye 35 cities wo as Ghana ni so pesa Simon no anya dia be de no abena enra na dwo aye dumienu na aye me wof aye me dofo yi adufie uduru kononwo a so no nso uduru kononwo no a UMB ni nche ho no aye rural bank no unse ababa wa bi oton mo no ho no me dofo won ba bia me kan so when ni chire Kumasi no dufie ton mo ho no enura me kuta 5 cedis nana yo me nya dufie jollof esa nya tiri hu 5 cedis oh daddy ami DJ bi kura dufie jollof no me DJ bi ya ha ya ni ma ye ho an so no ye bu ya hododo
and also you are one of the factors
ye bu ya hododo
they said the American say sati roll no wo per sati roll no standard sir
standard ye dey
na
enye brodua na di twi sabe ku
no correct
nye brodua anya de ye na betena sia mo bi di fine paper bi ababe aden brodua ko ye use brodua ba anya hwe brodua
Baba
ya foreign taste no dos no do foreign taste no dos
not necessarily foreign me crowd American is that you no mo ya Ghana here yo omo ya na here
na pedi
brand na yem pese ye both brand na pe obo so omo ya na wa here
17 cedis ni free
ah nti am
17 cedis
young 17 cedis
ya two petrol what does that
na ye turn 11 cedis even after the time I chance here this year na say ti o na move ko na nim 12 ebi and 12.5 na ko 13 afa ye kwa be 17 cedis
say ya hwe no ma bi ye na ye tena se na ye ho obi kura no wode dan kura ma han a wasese sika wo hia nyina na wode ato dan ne bo so say uko han ne dan a na wahunu dan itimi tum from 300 cedis ko 600 da
100% asani to them
but sanya to them just wadwene say you say o man mu aye
what ono so dia wo ka no e wo ho but ye hwe dia e koso ni ye no the reality ne de enoma bo akosoro on the reality
say normal bo akosoro but the rate at which ye man normal ne bo no kosoro no
no na man for you to take advantage
ye hwe no ma bi ye so wo ka say wo ye obi
so ya na ye and say suban no so nipa bi na wo mo de ahomanom de aso ye mene e ba ne sa na enye ya hwe nti ye wom mpa na ye bo se bibia betimi akọ hu say at the moment purchasing power no e be slow down no eno na e be ma amanfo complain say enoma mu aide no obi enka say enoma bo enkoso e say ekoso but at the moment hu say ekoso na we income levels no and so entimi imbalance kakra na chese akwa aso share kakra ba obaso say the city and sanity on the reality need the normal bo akosoro of normal bo akosoro so yeah we have to be truthful
of course percentage wise in 5%
oh mean to me in rate percentage
e na ma normal bo akosoro
I don't really know
it will be the say petrol ya beken and then marginally petrol na ba form so
automatic na
marginal petrol na ba form no normal na akosoro enso ba form
okay and then the pumps na me call
oh and they would na makra Kumasi highway e be
69 no
66
6.6
6.8 abem
okay
80 no 6.6 abem a e dey ba say
no enye so say significant to the extent e bit me enye nsunsuan so
ba ya no kasa no
na ebe ko form
ba ya no kasa no
wafa ya no kasa de no ka ho bi but me enye so say no so ye ya no kasa ntina no ma na shoot sa no yenim say wo hwe enoma ye kra de ba ye me because ye your man ye kra no ma dodo wo e de ba ye me mo enti wo hwe enoma ye kra de ba hwe shipping line she de omo ye
wo kra no ma dodo de aba wo man mo wo export led group me just say wo export led group strategy no e wo hefa
say ni nyina ntine ye hwe omo yi
wo hwe wan
na ye de to mi na ma hemfo say omo mo na omo ntimi infra strategies enfa ngu oni emu say de ye wo hwe for instance budget ya ye kan ya the industrialization growth manufacturing sector no which budget in mo a eno no e page but do say industry nankasa no grow negative identity say industry ne grow negative me one so ye industrialize the economy what you say but which sector baby or how to factor into it ama industry ne grow negative into o mind e ba na sa pena we say ye dey yadwin so say ye industrialize the economy no na yetimi ama no ama
because
akwama no ne
how would come more no yes since dia na ama ye katere ma so edge foreign taste ni sa
for say aya na ye pe na ye ma se no ama no be wura mo but enka achi e wo ho and de ye na ye pe na ye ma se no ama no e be wura yi mo ba wo fa eno de enka achi
tolobif kana
enka achi because you were normal bebre
abramowe edi tolobif foreign one
you were normal bebre a ye
tolobif foreign one
you were normal bebre a ye ewo ye men yemo
Ukoto wache we condition wa pe na be kan wache. Amalia dia no. Wache ana. Missy, Nanake, Dufie. 5 cities mean a balance of 1 city. Dufie, Missy Dufie ho okonongo. Me kuta 4 cities. Me nya jollof say nya 3 hu be miensa. Enya balance of 1 city.
It's now to watch any
over.
Over 30. Udu ba commercial bank nani. Na say dey go market. Na for market mu acquire some ba pie. Ayi friend say u ba fitemu ho. Watch any of fitemu junction. So for no permit to be di. Watch 1 city. Ma ji we large face.
That's all. Watch 1 city.
Oh, there be a
Ma ji we watch na ho.
Watch 1 city.
And what be not him now Jackson.
What's it? What? Waba. The woman say any madam for be an or driver first lady be. Na osomana any o man discuss where your chop money. Jiwe na de didi na mum aduane bi abeto bi aka say the receipt beba. It's a compelling say you go baby obedi any receipt. Aye, first lady on madam fee. The body didn't hear. First lady be.
Aba point the can say. Marjorie. Do fear job. To do fear jollof no. And no 5 cities minya. A year jollof senya to the hono. Make us a Bama can think as a nature home. Bama can think an nature home. Enya balance no.
And a movement or toy. And ADAKABRI tin or yen is Adamawo. Debbie. Okay, and do fear. What's all you so?
Debbie, a pencil Konongo.
Oh, okay. Now me adoma next weekend.
Would you do fear moon? Now Ukwa Alaba. Uka Kwana, Uka left to say no. And moon is you on mono. Uta more 3 cities. Major, what do you mean?
Okay.
Alabama mono. Uta 3 cities. What do you mean? Why would I mono be
Alabama 3 cities? But also, imposa Kumasi, unse Kumasi, Kumasi ya. Until I make us no dear, you're one of the factors, but and Tresse, Bibia.
It's a moon yet.
What about the young Tabuna? Yeah, Baba.
I'm not passing back. Or percent or comment on the sea,
okay,
or parliament,
okay,
but the sensitive nature of Nejuma or on the anonymity and anonymity. I'm not passing more.
Offer me also long time.
Nyamia do me who you now swear.
Bachobokona Rubia swear.
Well, as a researcher, DSC Ghanaian Parliament nanu fiadano. A day na betimia offer students of politics. I'm here to be free moon.
Okay, offer me that for the opportunity to also express my view. First of all, I may support the walkout by majority. Why do I support the walkout? Minister of Finance or an ex-official member of Parliament, ex-official member, ex-official member of Parliament, member Parliament floor, abe boa in deliberation, debate, any baby here, now so about the own team to. It's more invited me finance minister about Parliament or the motion better about budget. More heavy debate, more heavy discussion. Onye Bonibia, a special guest in the house, say also be Mama Sha are working out because of voice vote any division. Yemfa Nisananka vice president, also ex-official member, and our house, now there is a voting and as a voice voting and as a division. Nanka Speaker of Parliament, right honorable Aban Bagbin, or the catcher Masha is on working out. You put that scenario, that scenario in ye. Now, the Speaker of Parliament didn't show the utmost respect that was shown. That was what presented a majority every house. So it wasn't about the budget. It's in an akusi I want to before the Mebala and so Omugani free budget. No, it can't be true. They protest against what the Speaker did to their special guests. Obia ono the budget represented budget Abba House so say person voice vote and answer division of Beka one Obetuma after baby man at now boko. That's why order say Masha and Befan free out. It's not done. It's not done in any democratic appearance state. That's what led to the boycott.
Could it be said the speaker was emotional?
He was emotional and quick tempered. Said, my say you should shut up. How? It's not done. You know, person mine also. And he said, oh, you beer. Come to the level of Obia. Maybe Obu any bar. And not just because you are number 3 or Utopia number 2 will be down. It's not done. We are all building a nation. And you know, protesting and yes, a budget, you know. Budget no motion and then no working out. That came after my working out, you know. And then you put them person make it to set record straight.
Oh, okay. And the workout no was occasioned by the conduct of the speaker towards the invited guest finance minister.
Yeah, and then my backbencher, an honorable member for Empire. So Eka said the guest no it's my pamona. I in the gallery will clear all the gallery because when committee of the whole earth Nasia, public space so you are stuck because parliamentarians in Penibishia. And so special guest now, I know via or no a besha idea now no. It's not fair. We can also mention maybe do majority and minority also most of them but we can so can one parliament way I hear the
it means show what I say we a student of politics, we a researcher and ye nyina no yesua bibi so e de afri wo ho na ma menkin kan top lawyer ba kon message a wode aba na ye nhwe se ye nyina ye interrogate a the way out of it given say 1979 1980 parliament and ABC or say
23rd July 1981
23rd July 1981
yes
na the finance minister was Professor Bene and a chairman of the finance committee GN Hyde MP for Kankwe and a previous finance minister was Amonique nana yire Gloria Nukwe ni ade intimis na yabeba beka ho no na asem no na yesua bibi de afri ho na sa time no Akwasi Jones ene me wofa lawyer Kwakuba do mo ye this time round lawyer and say with the speaker's absence by necessary implication one of the deputy speakers must preside. How Osono proposes to meet their own mantra of 138 is a mystery. Only the likes of Reverend Osubempa, the Lord's anointed, can unravel. Or is it Harikiri? Now, how do you propose, say, Babi Niho, Nasa Sechiemens, Joe Wise Nebetanasio, say, Siama Nebetanasio, Quamben free say, parliamentary MPP bit me a faswa, Wamu ebitimi, enya minimum 138 no approval budget no.
I differ with the legal person, I said the lawyer. No. Why do I say so? Article 109, Article 104. I say, Michelle last part, I say, at least to form a quorum for voting, at least half of all members present and voting.
That is 91, 92, no?
Yes. That is 91, 92, no?
I mean, okay, that is 138.
91, 92 in the quorum, no?
Yes.
Article 102. And the quorum for normal sittings now. But when it comes to voting, 104. I see all members, acting deputy speaker, no? Or a member of parliament. The only restriction to that deputy speaker, any member presiding in the absence of the speaker, has to do with the original voting. And when it comes to forming quorum for voting, the constitution is silent. So it's up to the speaker now, but now on the bench interpreting. Order 109. I'm not restrictions or limitations for
deputy speaker or any member sitting in the chair in the absence of the speaker. The restriction per man, the person will not get original voting. And the country only original voting, and they say, "What is chair anymore? We want you to be fair." And they say, "Who your original voter is naturally is understood." But when there is a tie, because also represent the constituency, and your constituency input must be made, you vote. It is the lawyer the viewpoint in that I have a counter view to it.
Your belief is that a China majority will be able to surmount the numbers.
Yeah, we have the 138. If Obia Beba parliamenter.
Obia Beba parliamenter.
If Obia majority side, majority MPP 37+1 independent in Beba parliamenter.
Now, why are presided?
One of the deputy speakers be presided.
Immediately, or be presided on absorbing of voting rights.
You absorb him of the original voting rights, order 109. Okay, order 109 is it supra before say winner or say the speaker, the main speaker, it will abstain from original voting or casting votes. But deputy speaker need the casting votes.
So in effect, you are suggesting, say a deputy speaker could have a casting vote.
Yes, when there is a tie.
When there's a tie.
Yeah, who really on the one time voting in committees? Who really are chairmen of committees? They don't have original votes. They don't vote. But when there is a tie, you vote. Case in point, appointment committee. Of the appointment committee membership now is at par. We Joe White or yes, or representative speaker no now. At par. And so much about a pie there. Joe White to be. And so call house. No more they call house. No more say majority decision. Or between a year majority decision. Because I'm going to be a tiny see and Kayel. Or more you just any pakwa ministerial nominee and Kazer. You rejecting.
Anyway, already known to the majority side say this scenario could come in. So one would have thought to say a day and a buy in tier. You choose to do away with the budget and rather protest as to the in quotation marks the unprofessional behavior from the speaker towards your invited guest, the finance minister.
Yeah, from a research, maybe who say Friday, maybe no money, all members in the house.
Majority, no.
Yeah, that's what maybe should predict,
Because in one breath, yes, in the Henry Court, in another breath, we are told send the Henry Court in here.
He was there. Maybe not Madam Ajua Penanino.
Friday, no.
Yes.
Friday, no Henry Court,
no more.
That we are sure Henry Court.
No more. From yesterday.
Anyway, because yet mean disclosure, baby, I just him send Henry Court is it remains to be seen, because Henry Court was not around.
Not only UK, not only US, maybe no or Ghana.
And no, the other day, say we a student of research and politics, and a yes, and no more. It is this idea, yeah, what they obey. Now you are saying, say, it may be send a majority in any numbers, no. I don't know what me am sa innovative point you raise, you better not kick it in.
Because Naka only wa ebe tie na speaker na the speaker only can civil to say tie na natural well losing. Into the best approach is to find a way ube ye principle bibia best kata afi there. Mwangata numbers na ewa house na nkofo that most more majority mwangata more losing. It is part of the game. How you win you maneuver your way through, it's part of the game. But after we start to we should look at what our party people want. Me and my boss, majority leader, but I just almost share no maybe kakra, maybe penance.
Our boss name majority leader, but in this instance, no, it's also shared because one would have thought say young call 1981, the July 81 year can and no na omu debate, and now suddenly obi draw Jones for your attention, Kwesi Jones say send numbers and so because now MPP for no PMP no 71 it will be drawn attention and quickly or yes counter motion the counter motion in there, etimi a floor MP a PMP for one say na they didn't have the numbers. And until omanim egu asie in this instance, what could have been the reason here? A year majority leader ebetna siama yakwa ko drew some pomponso.
That's another issue. It's just a shame because since last week, the more presented budget, and no money say or members in any Ghana. What were the contingency plans on these are the questions they need to be answering. Sober reflection, who is in charge of that? Is the rail system working?
Internet just no. Just mimi say many abreso say as the body corporate MPP no is under siege as opposed to say parliamentary practice UP tradition a nipa woman timi do omaba parliamenta yetimi a shape Ghanaian parliamentary practice just NDC obada ben so no enti say move jeja MPP no musa no a yes o ma mu no nyina na normal conform. What do you propose the parliamentary MPP should do?
I think they should meet. There should be this kind of relationship between the executive party and the MPP parliamentarian. Isn't there this miscommunication gap? Let's face reality. As a neutral person and as a student of the game, because sometimes MPs back away, parliament practice make a difference. No, it's not done. NDC for now. So we can take everything away from them. Bausha, general secretary, no chairman, no parliamentarians. Now there is this energy and so more this direction and they will all go after more experience in the ministry approval. So back to the drawing board. I am more here. And the MPP for they should go back to the drawing board. No money, no MBA. Nothing is late. They should go back up. Your dynamic class is in the first year of their second term. Now 2024, any is my parties.
Any is my parties. Now, Ususu say as a researcher, student of politics, do we have enough background in dealing with consensus building, Anna?
If this, I don't think so. But for time, was it CNTC or said there was a bit long?
CNTC, I don't know. Yes, I could Jeffrey Baba for them. Yes,
okay. Say na MPs need to kind. Our Yakubo. They were not there. Come here, do decisions that be to abano. They were in. Almost trying to push the debate. No questions. Technical design. About the approve here.
Internet. So what share language now? Majority AU so no. Does it help?
It's a big question. Sometimes on frustration so it can because speaker or house. Sometimes you need pa. Also be try say. On the young so about man so represent constituency, but this is a baby plus one per 8 years. We need to play game. We need to play game. Ghana first. We need to play game.
And
you have the absolute majority. I bet
5 members of the minority, moderate and sober, and are willing to help out this on pass. What would you, as a student of politics, as a researcher? Sir, 5 MPs, no. What is the likely backlash on Benya Womo party for mo? Now in the whole national historical we can say note no DNA be can dia fast Womo. Sir 5 no.
I think they will be the next PCR appeal for you. Appeal for you no there. We be the party ko we can say that be me okay good afternoon then.
$5,000.
If it comes to secret voting, they are safe. But say about true division and I say voice voter. It's either the majority will help those 5 by pushing for secret voting. Watching now because money on the better side. It's the speaker who determines secret voting and I say otherwise. But to better say both sides, macho is in the better form. No matter nothing. No matter you say maybe we need to review this. We need to do this. We need to do this. Now, a year because they see Friday it was an affront to democracy. Doing what is it was democracy? No, you can't do one better than our country.
You into me and Shay, sir, finally, a year me anonymous student of politics and researcher, or top 5 from either side. One more a year MPP mu top 5 parliamentarians being because the future of your fairness parliamentary MPP and him for the future of parliamentary NDC.
For sanity's sake, I'll borrow America jargon. I'll plead the 5th.
The 5th Amendment. But I know that we will liaise and then we will your home dinner yet me allies. To me as a young boy, you choose to go into research and as a go into political science. Now what for politics as a vocation. I mean you say prepamuno me unveil you. Na yet me who say me what fast no why are they nyami shira pa what ya na
I think you are one of those guys that you are helping me in terms of research Nisadian. Since today so I don't remember more cohort Nisadian. You are simply the best political host in Ghana.
You me fast me the one wants pa nyami shira. Right enti tese it was actually men supposed to see Adam so be see Nanake
over.
See a grassroots for when they come as a mom.
Any come for.
Money come for.
Say honorable Kennedy Japan and a neja.
Kwame compare
kuna okunye kon kakra akra mayen.
Ene
ono ne ho mfa no. Ban de ebo say onyame nsa ne yare. Akompre kon e te ho no na owura bia ono nso ye adwuma. Mampani akufuado. Menim say of how do nim say papa yi pa.
Nyame me what say
soja ni.
Me Canada mo.
Wadi soldier for many years. Atimia make sure say even military recruitment we should have regional balance. Ghana ni bia region bia mu ni pamere bi. Emra soja ni bi nyame adom. Watimia yama na yemre na soja mu e recruitment and regional balance ni adwuma. Mampani akufo adohunu na nyuma pa. E the customs share ni nsa. Eja akompre ko ni ekosu kire ni ehunu na eja de ato afa kana kojo da mo ho.
Anopa no nsia ne fa na krofo akonya
ne. Ofa se wani tu ya se anopa no nsia ne fa ebiru ni fie no num na odan. Ọ̀nùsí náà yí o fàájẹ́ from say GBK fún èsì tíjìrẹ́ ẹ̀chẹ́ yé GBK fún èsì.
Obi sí wọ́n twa ntúrọ̀ sẹ́ wọ́n sí ẹ̀yẹ wáàkye ẹ̀ 1 cedi wọ́n kà sẹ́ ẹ̀nkran wáàkye ètí mpàkyẹ́ kyerẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ bí kúrò àná sẹ́ wáàkye náà 1 cedi no.
Ọ̀fàdé nípa kọ́ náà yẹ kọ́ àná sẹ́ yẹ wọ́n tẹ̀sẹ̀.
Nípa kọ́ náà ẹ̀dí àbá sẹ́ wọ́n twa ntúrọ̀ sẹ́ ẹ̀nkran there is no way in Accra wọ́bẹ̀nyà wáàkye 1 cedi.
Ẹnu kúrò ọ̀yọ̀ tóró Enkra kura ni nipa kwa meso yo trofo.
Enkra hifa ne ba.
Onko Russia sisi azonya wache 1 cedi.
Russia.
Russia. Onko sisi e.
Ubenya wache 1 cedi.
1 cedi.
Wayo.
Sukura Russia. Ubenya wache 1 cedi.
Program yi. Tuono.
Ana meteza ofe. Even Sukura Russia hono. Wache no. Yewo baby also wache ni kura yente.
Kusia kwa
3 cedi wo ho. Ofa abrabo no person ho kire wo na ho kire wo.
Osi Sukura ubenya wache 1 cedi.
Baby so one kwa 3 cedi yente ma.
Ena kusia say.
Ayente. 5 cedi.
5 cedis.
No, I want you to understand that we are doing real discussions here. Obi ani the policy. Abrabo no person ho kire wo na ho kire wo. Obi akoto fried rice no dinner sika so fried rice na benya wache. Sukura de bi ami metato bi. No nya bi de nya wele e de pie so mo wele so fa ne take.
Wasi nungu akura bele nungu asi nungu akura benya wache 1 cedi.
You see, abne unse mo no abna me body the tefo di abna mo we asem na make. Who abna mo we ye body organ ha no bi anim say
they are slaying.
Offer say uba hom pem so di abna mo we pie aji islegon. Won so who call
Islegon with the free police station ho e dey kwa ko do mini runabout di ba underpass no and na dia ho na gran nyame abet no
offer me sell
nyame abet na ho
for asase ba wo kan asase ba kan come anybody say kwabra ma fote ano the horse price na ma ho
na dia ho na nyame ti o
ho na djuma na koduro
parking 50 cedis parking 50 cedis and go on the torchlight parking 50 cedis
offer yes say say esoro ade yefo sede nkura atete de mfa ne ho
emfa no ho
wo fa mo na mo ti siligon ho mo na mo nim se de ho abrabo sitie me meti ya Russia sukura yi ofa aspect fa ya besi ama me kura mpo je se wo da nyane na wo se mrante ne bobo kura no wani age because enye common ho ni enim po se de sitie enti ye de ye ni so de atimu no na afobi ka sembi kire me na yi na watwi mu me fa asante atem sa odwa so na me twa mu ko nkwanta ni bogu na me no obi di nkoma no se hwe mo da mo tete mo nkan no mani abre na mo painsle go tan edan ya 20 mo da mo to no mo se ne mamu ayeden ya ti ya no ye ni so adi hunu nya isle go dan yo ti wo no akofa ni so adi hunu hu abi asi wani so ne wiase ayede amawa it's up to you
bra hu ase
bra fam yan ko yen nyire tu ko ka so nko pass ase ni bi nto ho isle go de esi gandru ha en tie se ku ho enti abra mo ntombo ase
esa so no akem
ofakati abra so mo ntombo ase
amontombo ase
oyiwa onzo ye watu obananim sezi oba broadcasting
watu oba broadcasting
aga no do west small ofankakra de abra mo we be sikafo no obaklom enzo na kamene ne ti akwele akwele wala ni ni nyina tie
can you imagine
sezi oba broadcast asa moja fie na tipe no betina
oh sir akwele na de manual akwele na no watie
hwa ne tie
can you imagine oh ba mi se wasasi buonyade akwele na wane wache na
yeah no
nana oni Beyonce koko shia na ebusa say where do you live in Accra? I live at Akwele.
Na obasa wana ngabeka sa no donyamen kabro no abramo be create within Islam go ama na hono won aje mo be chiri nyina sa mo hunu ba bia ne bro no ne wo yeah
nana
over
asema da woni say parliamentary MPP campaign so and omobetimi a promote government policies and promote the integrity of the body corporate MPP
of amedasi ewie metie wo pay yi menya mere putu mi phones ni na on silent etie woni Mark Jerry my adwuma makansem see of ambenifo bebu mu bubu na me refuse abenimpo osi jama say ensu gu fa akocha na e de yi hwan so de yi sometimes no me da bia meka of the first time I call parliament in 1992 is it 1993 right it was about 1992
1996 97 January and I'm about parliament
there be make parliament sitting and Gasana started in
93
7
January
of aye omo kono na you experience people bi na omo nyina na omo first time omo call parliament o ba so mutimi kokko ye adwuma
judgment samuna na
omo di bi pen ba na omo no so there me person me can say there is always a first time. Me, I don't believe in the notion. And obi chan when you experience wo ho, and wo chan when you experience inti yaman ntina ho nya dwuma. Dwuma na ho ye ndie bisa ne say benefit odi ba fie ni yesai. Hwe ofa enebia ensem ameka no. Me nuanum bi ene me nya adwene because me woni say mesre yen MPs no for me new question answer. The omomo ho modin bia the reshuffle no so omoya of me no yadwen omonye the leadership no so yesesa na yensesa leadership no na madwuma omoye ni nya nika na enye yen a yenso yete akire no enye yen nika because from the first time of yakoto abayi aben Kingsford Sumana Babin anye hu say leadership na breki because he kuta majority and then yakoto abalusu ebetimi nso aba say your candidate I didn't call you know. Now the members nanga so me members and they were not in support of your candidate no. Adeba kwa da bi ofa me ka kire bi nuanum no obia say say nyame boa ne the position bi sha won sa men fantie wo nuanum na so. Na mo fa uplifting crofo. No mo so medrum pempenso bi o kina say wuni ho a be ka say George Nash na ma mensu medru die medru. Engrofo bebre put appointment wa ban mu ofa akukọ kromu ni obi mani nyina ba bi mo mu dimpa se wono na aboa na ma na duru je wadu Engrofo bebre put big appointment wa ban we say
eso
we say ofa fulla kronto obi mo obi nom da fulla
na ye den wanya yie mpo no invite na manaba
na wo go hu ne hin no invite no efo obeka kire no wo yie no furu ni nyina no wangasa wo besi o ma me before date no ofango fo pa o na mimo bidin abayo bi ba mo ndo su kire me sa me company asumasi honum ya campaign ampanso na bayo ni pani na nam di na chi ba bi obeko bia ye tu na firi ni fie okọ no ko bo pani age no so fefefe because on need nkomo o bo na sem nyina wi o se na wo tu oni boyfriend na beka james ye tu akọ boy ono han na ma we
onu na ka sa kire no
plain ofasa asem wo ebubu abayo no ma asemo ka james na MPP krampo de mi kofie no makọ me flag ha me wonyina
me kofie no makọ no
because mati mi hwammo
ada tu benya maba wa mram tebe pra mo makasa
mani abayo yi kasa ya akọpa ebesia na arabasam ne say sika me de ma abayo just 1200
cities
eno ono akọpa bi so no de kotu ya ne rent ene na timi cycle na adwene mu sesa na adwene so okọhye ne flags pani kure nso betimi ama even 10,000
betimi ama 10,000
but wakasimo kun spirit. These are some of the problems.
I want me and say power be where kula na wo so onkope boy na boy na boy no wodi.
O boy friend we na me na go hide am.
Boy no wodi na nkanya sa nkanya sa me baba nkote ya nyanya obi amani.
Ya he na pe obi amani.
Nya brafri ma.
George na she pe ira wale nante.
Yeah.
Oh, offer my men come asem me. Fasi wa. Offer fasi wa men to amasem so. Eh.
Fasi me pe hiani wa.
Offer ko for topic from ma mesra.
Adakabre.
Wa ma George ra.
Adakabre me.
Oba se wa huru so.
Adakabre.
Se wa ma de huru so.
Me hiani wa. Adakabre. Shia na dia twam o.
Ahonchi esuna ahonchi le.
Oba na de so ni hiani o.
Adakabre.
Oba na ni mu nyuma o.
Adakabre.
Bi kan ni nyuma ni bi.
Ahonchi le ohia o.
Oba.
Ahonchi ohia o.
George won chire mpo won chire.
Sama wode to be.
Oba wan kona ni dia o. Oni sa wan kona ni dia. Udu Madina. Buta sa wo ko wan kona.
Wo ma me pe wo mu no nka ho.
Emprako George na se wo no.
Me baba na wo ko university ni ba nya emprako.
Ofeja na America skafo nyina emprako no
mo mo say agric. Mo say yen ko ekayem.
Oba fe we ya wo ye
Oba fe ya wo ke point na wo ko George na sport wo we.
Me du hu ya pa. Say wo se wo ma Obaba enware
oye technologically savvy.
Nti onware okueni.
Wo toto pork.
Nti onware okueni.
Wo manufacturer.
Na pork we wo preko wa we no anko ho ntama so bewe wo.
Wono
anko we me baba.
Ono ankasa kura pork ni ti me ria re ni. Oba ti me so
baba ware okueni.
Me ma me baba ware George Nash.
O se George Nash wo awo na ho ye nei. Na
guafo o de nche ya be be madum.
Wakofo bi baba bi wa no. Na me wo de uba
nche ya be madum.
Oba na George Nash no mutia ban mu na. Yeso wa ya dwuma ya ma ne car.
O de se hunu.
Oba ne car o mo de ma no.
Ladder
mpo asenkeye. Ayi unse Citroen ya car Italy for car.
They be Citroen France.
But a car are not Italian president in use super. And to join us, no nya no. 1943 Italian president the idea no use you. Join car ni capacity 8.0.
Otwingi na jise be.
Oh, that is the castle no man ko fire. And obo be say 100 cedi di tofu. Wa no Jubilee house for free enim ne short here. And one of the car 1004. Of on the more serious note. The yesterday parliamentarians obia yamano opportunity to serve in this government say of aye two na ye wa ban mu no aye grassroots to be a wote mikrom da so munamuna so police krom adakwaja ache aba woto ye and na mani baby atena. So such people when they come to you, even if you don't have anything for them, don't disrespect them. Adia ba kwa da bia of America papa we Honorable Ambrose Derry. Lawyer. Me call the office interior ho. Na me be me nkrofo naturalization document bi ho. And me call nti Honorable Ambrose Derry yes president cry friend nti no waso ye de ne bag and the name nyina be say kwaka mu. And I'm saying the secretary ni ka kire nsema about no let him come. At least if not for anything Nanake has been working for this party. Enti me ntwi fa ne so sanko. Honorable Jiran Nasu on office. Emma de Americo Americo Catching, Otie friend the secretary instructing say, oh, no pick a foul. No, 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 baby, and to baby, and that's a bear. sabe me nso me timi gyina bontia me nka se me call honorable Ambrose Derry ho mu na kyerɛ me
ono kura de Ambrose Derry baby osan tie kura no osan ne neighbors etie pa na obia one ne neighbors tie no then nipa no owo leadership position bia na eboa papa
bi wo NDC mu ono nso ti area mu ha a wokɔ ade ba ko amesua ewo ni fie da bia metwa mu ni fie dim minim se bia make wo hu otemantam ha ba bi ai ubeduru bia ne nipa gu fie nanim mante eto da me eto da beduru no ote ho bi no ne omo to da me wo ye pani pa o ye NDC ni but I will not take this one from him da bia mi duru no ote na matia no wasere say ni ahwehwe
okay set bubu ashe na de ba nti me answer na wie no me ma George abem na set say can this man lie like that? Where in this part of Accra do they sell watching one city? And I said to the man, I come a Sukura no. And also which side of Sukura? Let him give vivid location. Then also Sokoto
of a catcher and say one at the buy
a set
what bubuashi catcher said to say bubuashi de kwan on for camera. Ye are me nyina beko Russia Sukura ho
okoto man
me ma to class and what to wele pii ni so
I would one city do
no ma sa to wele to Italia e de aka ne ho over ngosi fie no ni nkakran
otimi de bi kura she fridge
ofa me de man no say on question now beside no I believe say enema ni dodo na ye niema ofa education e ya de ho hia pa yi say o to car ma of ADAKABRI now on take car now o to ma no na se a wo de ball be reject because on tiase on to so be cheche ma che ne say we me de ma say we can pay wo ya djuma na wo tua ne nkakra after 3 years 4 years na be ye wo dia oh and they say asempa na we na microphone man ye huhu because on tiase inti ade papa na wo ya ma no want me and cheche ni ma na ntiase a o de ba no wabato atwe I believe say offer Obama yemre na parliament nsem no afa yakum odo yemre ni sade minim so ma meto aso di wie na nkaja George nso obama
George mre mu kakra
ka question na obisa ni MPP
da bi say the NDC so ye kan no
anyway omo zo how
hijack NDC
and ama George za wo for na hijack party na ma menu yi bre
ama ahia no
omo na ama na bre no
oso nko kan wo mo
ADAKABRI
George a big party like MPP NDC Shishaye pe ne betimi ama ordinary grassroots person ono so the views account ama why proud member
ADAKABRI mamenda wasini kunya odi amami na minchi ame lawyer Sosu constituency
court to see enkoche
no yeah oh na so what chiri no so wo ye ne den obie nim Ghana ni bie nim say he was fighting a common cause for the people of Madina constituency onko bokro no onko wi ade
se court kasi e machi umra
taxes a workers wo begidi nyina no wo se kwan
se court kasi e machi umra so no ko pe ba bia ko
overland zo onko bokro no nko
eti ko pe ba bi ko
ni court be you
court ni bi anopa
ni amra no be you
ni fana wote court epono nachi ye bi ya na te dem ne chete ne ya nchew
ko mi ni denti a say 3 times ni won see court
me feel say emra wo na lawyer Sosu inya abofra oye obi a onimumra oye lawyer eso ka ho onimde intermediate TTM mu ne se ni ofem nyina no ye nyina ye yie pe o man ni yie Madina constituency o pe yie nti na masa am bebre ni amane onemu but me man hyeden te ye beta na chi ye be support no ewia bo ensuo mu ewia mu ye be support no akosi wiye ADAKABRI, you see, I have always been saying this. Say, whenever the political parties, when we get our way into office, we forget where we are coming from. And yet, it cut across all the political device. Yenya kwenya na se yebe ditumia. Na yen refi party no. Bebi a ye fi ansana yebenya tumi no. What you say? Yes, Ushe, some of Nanomitie.
Of me come out in there. Allow it me be no kase. The obisi de wuye. Obema party for bofu and the party be co-position.
Nim said the obisi ni omo.
O si se co-position mesa kwatina ma bro chiri.
Can you imagine?
Why? So na yedi to be yenya to be na then we forget ye wure fi ye hu say ebia enam political party no so ntire ye benya to me no se party ni benya to me wi na won afọ me bibi we say what the government communication no one for me bibi a wo friend government communication yes meanwhile before aban no ba to me no as we are in opposition now ya baha wati obi abaha no ba be kase government communicator da we all come as party communicators but the moment a party ni benya to me no one for me tade no na won ja party communication at ho then you see even government in power no now the communicators are struggling even to go on air to go and defend the party. ADAKABRI, sometimes when you see government in power, some communicators who go on air, it takes sacrifice. It takes sacrifice. Power and son of air because of the love they have for the party. Asempan will be sano. When we are in government, who listen to the grassroots? When they take grassroots, no. That's what I say. But if you don't get a leader, or maybe a president and a vice president and a leaders, you know, to appoint strategically, so by appoint you in Kofa will be grassroots, you know, it becomes a problem. I'm always happy about Julius Debra's appointment as a chief of staff. I'm very, very happy that gentleman was appointed as a chief of staff because what Otipati Nasi he grew up on infra system with the branch from branch to constituency be the regional chairman. It is our man the party man. It is such a person I appointed as chief of staff no. ADAKABRI he onya suma party members in another person so here Alex Sebefia I appointed as deputy chief of staff. Ubedu ni office biano na grassroots no wo. Look, me share na da na me nim Alex Sebefia. If ya kosomo e buy baba hwehwe deputy chief of staff Alex Sebefia. First time I me run the office no. Say ni din nti me dia igbe ni share no kwan. Eno ka chebe si wa igbe no nya de ho nti me ntomo bu yase. First time the way you receive me no. I was very, very happy. And my manager said, I will always visit that office anytime I pass through my bank line. That time, I'm going to go. Baby, I'm going to go. Oh, nice, how are you? But no, need me, baby. So this is a lesson that we need to learn as a political party. The party, a party now holding so and a 2 million government in Nijina. So we shouldn't forget. So Bakaya, 2000 and is it 2008? The battle between Allen and Anana. 2007. President Kufuor said something. That then one kama MPP Nkutu. He said something. He said we should elect leaders who will make the party attractive, even when they are no more in office. So it means that the party is different from the leadership. So if the leadership does not make the party attractive, abind fisua, then party ni jana edeng edu because it is the party that will go back to the people. With different set of people. So we shouldn't forget where we are coming from. We should always respect the party. Both political parties in Nanaki, branch executives, branch from the branch. We must respect the party from the branch because DBA MPP ni kasa NDC ni kasa or see elections are won at the branch. So if elections are won at the branch, what are the preparations? What are the good measures yet to for the branches? I be making the party attractive because if it is true elections are won at the branches there, then party now attractiveness in Yinano will come from the branch. What are we doing to the branch? What are we doing to the branch? What are we doing? Yen serial callers in the party, yen serial callers, and young grassroots members. What are we doing? Then they are more. And then key kaino. Ubitima could do minister office. Ubi a buying government an appointment. Political party no we win election. They are forming government. Ubitima could do the office. Ubu who saw to one catch a secretary say, on can't you say oh ye meeting
so nim di onti abaye
oh ye meeting
onim di onti abaye oni bi so ma
no I see Adakabre ye was sending oni ni pa be den ebe kasa
onim di onti abaye no oni bi
because of money.
You see the way
you talk, for instance, if you give me money, you have insulted me.
The way I'll be receiving
give me job, give me business. That means me more.
So what I said,
I believe in teaching someone how to fish. Don't give me the fish.
Abeku needs no fair. Actual piece be. Mom, just about. I should be able to read it in the next 5 to 7 minutes.
Anyway,
making can provoke a crowd. Then we pick something from it. Or say, NDC 2020 parliamentary sources. How MPP made it possible. Copy a title, no. I say NDC 2020 parliamentary sources. How MPP made it possible. I say immediately the budget 2022 was rejected in quotation marks in Parliament. Phone calls and inbox messages started flooding my social media platforms from ordinary MPP followers who were visibly worried, demanding to know what this development portends to Ghana and our electoral fortunes going into 2024. There's been talk of MPP grassroots letting the party down by voting skirt and blouse in 2020 and therefore giving the NDC the current numbers in Parliament. So I ask, if MPP grassroots deliberately chose to let the party down, would they have been bothered, been so worried about these recent developments? The fact is this: the MPP leadership, particularly at the regional and national levels, failed in their duties to manage the party by way of strategy, intelligence gathering, and open door policy. Strategy is about being in pole position when it comes to agenda setting. Intelligence gathering will prevent imposition of unpopular candidates. Open door policy will not make the grassroots feel alienated. After elections which saw the party losing about 33 parliamentary seats, the leadership that superintended such an electoral debacle were rather blaming the grassroots when they, leadership, should have rendered unqualified apology and tendered in their resignations. Similarly, appointees of the government, particularly ministers and CEOs, are seriously letting the president and the party down through selfishness and arrogance. Nanado once said, and I quote, "When people follow you out of love, you must let them know you value them." And I have always maintained that if Nanado was selfish and arrogant, he would never have become president. And I'm saying so from a personal experience. A political organization thrives at the back of the masses. The masses are energized when they feel valued, appreciated, and respected. You don't slam doors in the faces of the masses, treat their phone calls as nuisance, consider their misfortune as bubonic plagues, and expect them to kill themselves for you. A party secretariat must have a dedicated line of communication, making it possible to channel reports from the grassroots members across the country. These reports can then be compiled by a dedicated staff and sent to the desk of the General Secretary, who must act upon same with dispatch. This must be replicated by ministers and CEOs. Party officials and government appointees are not to constitute themselves into clubs of exclusivism and exceptionalism. It is a well-established fact that MPP manages the country much better wherever it has had the opportunity to govern. And I remember Nanado once telling us at the party headquarters about the 2012 election petition that, and I quote, "For the good people of Ghana to reap the benefits of democratic governance, the MPP must govern for 20 years consecutively. We now have the opportunity to make this happen. Our only obstacles are selfishness, lack of empathy, and arrogance. In the meantime, after superintending the drama in Parliament, the Right Honorable Speaker Alban Sumana Kingsford Babin jetted off last night for a 2-week medical checkup in fact, it's a review at the United Arab Emirates. We wish him well. Nana, or say obi the odo edi wachi wo party no.
It's a fact.
Also, so many who say o respect no.
Yes.
O value no.
O value no.
Yes, Parliament no dia na mo kan fa ho.
Offer the Parliament no quick one. Me
the patrol they were Newton of Fair Justice Abe.
Wachura sempa. Wachura sempa. Not only for the MPP, but for every CEO political party. Of at the moment to me be babedi ensem. Na to me ni be kwakodi nipa kakra bi nsem. Na masses no, e da so feel say omuti opposition no. Over then as kire ne say, why you ready say we be join the masses ni in opposition.
But no nisika shene pass.
Whatever. Where I was am say, sika no nya kodum pempenso bi na we nya ready say we kofie ni apamo ma kofie a. Sika no kura mpo no fa ntimi nya hwe.
O ego no a best no.
Because unya ni pampo no aba nchen and had been part to be as you want to abanum bi abo. Because of them kind of attitude be ade to abonten abra yema otumi. Ono nko dem bia wo ye meeting.
Ono nko da bi wo ye meeting.
Eto da ko ono nko at office won say so ye meeting.
But you meeting ya.
Party for courage be a complaining every day ono nko ye meeting.
Meeting
but you ask yourself say I don't think other people in there. Among for come mo mutimi nyamre. No money or mokasa. No ni pass message. There be a way meeting.
Be a Canada mo do ni meeting yet.
Well, ono so ni so come meeting si pa o.
Sir.
And so ansa no be call the meeting no. Unyamre any party fooding.
I say be a soldier need there.
Unyamre
we managing the time.
They say of ono ni soldier ni a o live like a civilian. O bunipa.
Na se si an sa die ye kan. They see Parliament no dia na o kan fa ho.
Of the American fa ho ni say. They make me ho ni say. Many said George Nash, maybe he will not be happy of what I'm about to say. But the truth of the matter is that, of our awareness budget, and say, if indeed, because already standing orders now, order 109, no, I can declare, say, sadly, a course of parliament, no, offer, it was wrong. Because standing order, they say, answer now, bet me a proposal, or bet me a taking any decision. No, we are half of the members. Any person can take a decision, no one will have. And the Omoya, you know, is totally unlawful and illegal. But what they not on China, offer the maybe sad to say. When the year 2022 budget, you know, and when they bet you a honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Babinka. Of so him, sir. So him said, no one the bet you teacher for car, a bet you police for car. And the teacher for police from NDC for. Mo leaders ne catch them say a common demo. Yama yen tuamoka. And you through the budget. And you through the budget. The budget as the same year judgment. Because so far as a budget we hold there. Yen timi go fancy say fufuro bia. Enti offer the to so mienu. Many wo kasa say onim say Speaker of Parliament Oko Dubai
on a review.
Review me jitum on a review. Onim so ko ni nipa 5 ne koy.
Enya nwanwa.
Edipa 5 for them ko na yere ka ho. The entire many abre.
Yere no eye carer on na
kwhwe. I'm not against it. Yes. I am not against it at all.
Papa kura no opportunity.
Me consent, I'm not against it. When you saw my Ghana for taxpayers, yes can dey try take it. Hotels or bad better than yes can dey head. Of him sir.
Who can say idea?
We no free on ma. The secretariat. Hold on. The secretariat. The secretary, I can't be, and the secretary happen to be the Urinia. I can't be no more. Who call a parliamentar offer? You were clinical doctor. I say was specializing in sports clinic or something.
Sports medicine.
Sports what medicine? I hear Dr. Prince Pambo. Dr. Prince Pambo, so can't be no more. The question I'm asking, they say, offer the Edikan. Okay, so my penny Kufuado. Ayrin Sambi Bagana media mama NDC for Trabon pa. Say a unique Kununia to Abama and Yadino. Abamba be to Abamano.
Or a carer.
And I'm a Bedeku Fado, you do a carer.
there be in the circumstance.
Oh, but Benyo Kufuor you know, all see cheap compounds, all see a friend say hospitals, or do the foundation. I said you know we say.
Okay, we are now expecting say Babin ebehwe aboamo.
Abansu man about Benin NDC for say. And you know near to Abama no. Ya to Abama ba no. It won't deserve anything. And then the and the taxpayers say this get take it amano. And na kwatena Dubai kuhwe kunu. Na dey be question e to so mienu ne say
Article 71 for.
Offer. Dr. Pambo odi akire ko obi no. Say Dr. Pambo na ehwe the other one ehwe no Ghana.
There be
No ko no Dubai.
Review no was so ogina hobi.
That's a review. Do say what to mean review now?
And then review no what how.
I say I have a but the American say what is good for the goose is also good for the gander. Say abamba bi na de ne yire ho hia say the home fa no
ne yire ne ye kera.
I was say ne yire o man ni bon ne yire ho ka. Yade ofami no mienu tax ngetingiti atua no.
In the circumstance
yade bon ne ho ka.
Ne yire ne
kera. Ne yire ho ka. Ade ni to kwan. Taxpayers money. Ono de body be anyhow. But man penny to don't go for the Bambabin claims that on the third gentleman of the land. The first gentleman the yiri your man benefit wrong.
I see in get parliament a war MP for one now what a Prempeh College for National Science and Maths quiz I say you choboy
of our some they say okay.
Why is that making party leadership of one phone said
that's a good thing.
National Youth Organizer choboy
and of what the parliamentary proceeding got to do with the National Youth Organizer. No, maybe problem is my problem is that Sabamba be in the Yirinia. I was saying the taxpayers' money at show because now the Mampenya Kufuor you don't deserve. I know of anati here. Okay, George Nash we need to know video so. Some Mampenya Kufuor so be tia the Ireka. I didn't
delegate. I deleted that story. I almost say Babin $600,000 and or the medical bills of Dubai.
Me, I don't have evidence to that story. To me can once me can and they offer. Oko Ghana embassy a friend say Dubai no eni padodo a obansuman na ba be speaker e be bedru ho
ye ni embassy ho
ye friend say
your consulate
ho enti ni padodo a ye de call ye no omo no mama yes information enti ahometi offer
ma menchi a woni omu MPP guy ba ko Kofi Antwi abrekuma central this is no man farm ayehwe why
what just say we be better than MPP na be betwe no
ayehwe but next time
say wafa
na was say wadwe na watu abapa
wafa this is very I say your friend saying Jomo Okuase Festus I say wafa it's very true. I've been a victim myself. They bow to you when craving for power, but just when they get it they act like demigods to be kotod. You see, position is transient. We live to see Jomo
ADAKABRI ebi see da yen history me de menti bi da
because I'm before
majority in parliament at the bill and I de a budget be called parliament na ye kwa budget no ho yasem no na majority no walking away from the budget they have submitted to parliament. I am surprised.
I'm protesting about the behavior.
Budget no nobody call parliament. And as you see, they should take Ghanaians serious. ADAKABRI, it is about time the new patriotic party or this administration take Ghanaians serious. Speaker of Parliament in Tina Moko Parliament, Anna. Is it because of the speaker? Or is it because of Ken Oforiata in Tina Moko Parliament, Anna? Parliament is a serious place. So a serious business.
Who is Ken Oforiata in this case?
Who the budget? Please.
Who presented the budget?
Ken Oforiata take Ghanaians serious.
No, who presented the budget?
Listen, let Ken Oforiata take Ghanaians serious.
Finance minister not presented budget.
So, take us serious. You see, the future of this country, the destiny of this country, to parliament. Say, the killer taxes, the hardship out there to Ghana for so. Every day you are not talking about that one. ADAKABRI, are we not surprised, Ghanaians? say yentumi amfa gold ensiesie o man we Nana do dan kwaku fa do Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nsema mo ka kire yen in opposition ayedi tumi mamu. Today you are walking away from your own budget statement. You are running away from your own shadow. Take Ghanaians serious. If you are walking out, you see Kenoforiata MPMF chamber, it means that budget na modi akoye no ehu hia. Kenoforiata na ehu hia mo. So you walk away because your catch Kenoforiata said on PMF parliament. Then you walk away because ode yaba.
Of I am ready.
Budget ababe to.
Standing orders. The finance minister to
you walk away. Then my what is a majority leader. Forgetting that with the budget, you have taken this country a future to parliament. Yeah, voice voting. Yes, see, Kenoforiata should go out. Omo the nose man sa kata o manu no motiho. Yeah, no na so omo kebia. Ye be dey hu say omo kebia no man kebi. So back then they used to to me or say if you are not qualified to be there, the gallery is there. I don't know Kenoforiata sorry, is he above the gallery? Is he bigger than the gallery? Our general secretary was there. He was at the gallery. Onimumra onukra parliament no ka ho bi. Just say no ketia ka parliament no ho. O debate or parliament. Na so twebe bi okotena gallery. Iti Kenoforiata ye ka kire
no ho no. E dey nsem na ganke.
Me say please.
That is for the MPs, the member of parliament. Or miseducated Ghanaians.
Kasimutwasi abewu.
Esina ye na wo na
we kasa na twani kasi mo ya sese ne ba mi. So what you say? The best thing Kenoforiata. Wa wo ko ye humbly wo ko pachew.
Over.
Wa wo ko ye ko pachew no.
Over you are done for
messages. Odi ahomaso. Inti ka work back because say ebia bibi say wo mba beto aba no. You are not qualified to be there at that particular moment. So what you do is that you just walk away. Gallery. But now you just walk away from parliament without taking Ghanaians serious. ADAKABRI. Let me say it. Minority in parliament. NDC supporters. Taso. Approval of ministers. No. We don't want to see that thing again. Minority is standing for Ghanaians. Omujina ho magana fo. Bre ni amani agana fo kum. Twebra agana fo bre. Bre ni amani agana fo kum. Oton ayento. Ye free kra na ni tu ayeden. Obedi ukana akoda na kakra na ADAKABRI. Na chese oraho. Nyama nko ye they should take us serious. You walk away one kasa budget how dey akọ. ADAKABRI. Sa taxes ya omudi abe ya ye ka kire won si. Enya dia ye be peneso na peneso kira no. Se wo munya. Sa timano de maganafo. Ena be di kankan yentumi amfa gold ensiesie Ghana. Yentumi amfa diamond ensiesie Ghana. Yentumi amfa manganese ensiesie Ghana. Ye wo timber yentumi amfa ensiesie o man no. Hwe yen resources ayewo yentumi amfa ensiesie o man no. Afedi momo tax. And now we say you want to raise how much? You want to raise 7 billion for momo tax. Yebisa sika ababe dimu say if you natural resources here we have the resources sika no wa ha yet sika so accommodate yen yet sika so enso accommodate yen efe sika no wen na nadu nkuto bebu man no afa yet mbusia so na afa yet sisi emra mahama wo no de ni yet sika so eno accommodate yen afa won de wo bae no sika na adan mbusia nti mbusia so na Ghana fo yet sisi ya hu sika ke taxes ADAKABRI abayanka wotima okase Obama Ghana fo hwe fiti 2017 a yede akonyama abanwe taxes nkuto no wosesa Ghana fo so meanwhile Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ka kire say our techniques are or the baba expanded the tax network ebema yetumi generate more revenue to build this country o make statement us abanda dananya 29 billion. Now, when we expect to say out of that money, no, in case say buying a Yamaha buying, it will be 1,000 kilometers road in every region. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, today, Sasikana we say almost 1,000 kilometer road in every region. Today, what about Virginia? ADAKABRI taxes are yet you see senka ye hunya what the tax ni ya inka paying taxes there obi eni ho ye nim say tax no what the chichiri kuro ukwa buchi ni ade a wo fe ni ade nyina ye taxes no what the chichiri kuro but ADAKABRI taxes na ye tua no ye huni ye de ye ye ding ni ye de ye since 1992 taxes are ye as I speak road to road fund levy da fan so a ye gigi ma say ye de ma wo fe ni say the Ministry of Road no eden na to say road to
final comment
say ye the road to no mu na akwa si awawa ye de akwa si awawa ye de akwa bobusua
first time ye bi
ye ba we de achiri adokoro ye ADAKABRI we de adokoro ye amiri ye
why na the road to
we de amiri ye why na the road to
why na the road to
mo ba ye mo bia mo de abobusua ma say
so mama na the road to go ba o si awa
o final
comment mo bobusua je
o final comment
ADAKABRI I want to say this. MPP should take Ghanaians serious. MPP front taking Ghanaians serious. Parliament is a serious business. Miminika. Eden amitua ruto. Me amitiwe itifu amuti miminika eden amitua ruto. Oma yetima se MPP amembu nku ade ase mmra nye adwuma o man we mu. Budget here ye dey call for approval yi. Eno na yetu agu yo. Eno na won nya nje ntumu. Na se won nya ntumu. Budget here what they call parliament. Yenje ntumu. Na yenje ntumu I den na minister of road minister. To me issue instruction say omu yi road to where ya omu jiji road to nya fi kwan no so.
Okay,
I don't know to me my instruction. And that man 2024 that man must go to jail for causing financial loss to the state. Me na make a show. He must go to jail. I say you prosecute no.
Next time person count say you prosecute
okay, sorry, you prosecute no. Because he is causing financial loss to the state. The number of days. Na budget ayen to more than now can say. I say prosecute no.
And can be.
Send you make a watch I say because he has caused financial loss to the state.
Who na what me prosecute no.
ADAKABRI the budget at parliament you approve budget now we implementing your budget in ADAKABRI is that how governance is
implementing
and that then a road to no ifi ho I don't know you boot to boot in ifi ho
where did they say was suspended the operationalization of the collection of the toll what you say
I didn't was
suspended the operationalization of the collection of the toll
under which authority
now what you say
to be bang no won tia o to be suspended road to sika ye nya road to e dey no oni sika ye nya road to odi mumbo yen council
of me dey man no see dey make catch Ghana for dey kind say omonkoso nya gidie o mampani ado danko akufo ado aban mu obekoso ahwe ama bibia ayekama of the tosu mi no American say empanimfo a yedidi bia hye omonsa omonso nkai no monhunu say of asempo obia mu atan wasase su a nyankopon ye nyina ya sumuni edabi bebu atan everybody will be accountable for our deeds it is nyame boa ne de tumi hye wonsa kai hunu say enipa bi adwuma ye ena de tumi na mawo enti nane wa chinkyere wo mo enkrofo mo de aban agigi aban position a wo mo de hunahuna enkrofo ofanye enya aban we kam ni se be ye aban enkrofo bitima mpani akufo ado aban mu ade aban mu tumi apese wo de gu MPP fo na mani bi adwuma
ADAKABRI odim Father Dixon Father Dixon
of me na father be yang ngwade bi me na na
Father Dixon wo
osi pon ya mra office
onim we expect say or 10 gram obi oswo o say be go office bi twaro
da wa oso wanzu ni kapre
me say anu na me di
etianu
na me di TikTok bi echi
enya so wala ti so obra we yo bottom
oti Father Dixon because oh ya dey
obi a yetimi wo program a ya schedule I was a program ne shase ye enkrofo ato program ne so wo no opportunity kakra na share father ne yama fa nye whole program
o de bejiba
me sha enchina me ka ebem yama ka fa wo bia ebem enshira